All right. Well, I mean, this looks well. This is a classic. So, all right, fine. You get a pass this time, but you're still a dipshit. I have won again, Nerdporeal.
I'm a man of MANETHEREN, and I approve this message.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to CHILLPOREAL. I'm your host, Brian, the Nerdporeal life form himself. Just before I bring my guests in, I'm doing this a little differently. Consider hitting like button, sharing the video to your friends. And of course, this time I have some goals in the chat. So if you feel generous, got to do the grift. So here you go. Trying to grift this thing. So if you're Prophet of the Dragon, you cannot super chat because I cannot ask for your I cannot ask you to return any generosity. That's just the rule here. So without further ado, I want to introduce my first guest. I'm sure you all know who this is since it was in the thumbnail and whatnot, but here's a little intro for him right here.
Fuck you, nerd.
That's terrible.
Yeah. What's up, man? I still had these from that video and here in the thing. So I just here in the studio. So what's up, man? How you doing? How's it's been a while since I've had you on. It's been almost a year. Mm-hmm. And I tried to get you a few times. And you're like, oh, I'm busy. I got family. I got adulting I got to do. So
I know it's overrated, sort of.
then Steve has been hogging you for the last several weeks. So man, I hope you get a decent decent paycheck out of being part of those Rings of Power discussions.
Oh man. Oh boy, yeah, that was we moved our weekly thing to kind of cover that instead. So, that's thank God that's over because that is one of the worst things I've ever had to endure.
We'll have to talk about it because we got into a slight argument about that over the course of some DMs. Especially about which show is worse. And I got into this argument with Eldan as well about what's worse, Wheel of Prime or Rings of Power and everything. So we'll have to touch a little bit further on that. So
it comes down to 6 to 1, half dozen to another, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, apples and oranges, I guess, depending on the person. Mm-hmm. If you're a bigger Tolkien fan, obviously Rings of Power is going to be worse. If you're a bigger Robert Jordan fan, Wheel of Prime is going to be worse.
Right.
So yeah. So we have another person here, don't we? Don't we have another person right here? I don't know if he's ready. Are you ready? Said person. I just see your avatar. I guess he's not ready yet. So okay, he is ready. So I want to introduce this guy. He's a white cloak, really small little guy. He's like 5'3", weighs 120 pounds. And here's his intro right here.
Fuck you, nerd.
What's up, buddy? What's up, little buddy? How you doing?
You know, you made me an admin. I have the end stream button.
I know you do. You guys.
Also, I just want to just throw this out there. You didn't get my good side. Everyone says that I look. You know, actually, people are being rude as shit when they say that to me. Now that I think about that.
What?
I was making a joke. They say that I look better from behind. Rude.
Yep.
Oh,
Horse's ass.
horses.
I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of this Japanese whiskey over here.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
Ooh,
what are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm drinking some Centauri whiskey, which you and I actually tried on our whiskey tasting. I have another bottle of it.
I think it did. I think was that the one that I bought. I was drinking something when you guys were showing me Wheel of Prime season 1, and then I think I freaked out and destroyed something after. I forget what it was. Was it the final episode? Yeah, it was probably the final episode. I went to rage mode. If you remember, or was it? No, or maybe it was the wine spring in. I was like,
very much real. So it's a real thing.
What's a real thing?
Is a lie.
No, well, no, it never existed. Why would you say that? And yeah, I made you an admin, so you know you could. I'm giving you the chance to play some jokes on me. So I'm just saying, you know, like I said, be brutal about it. We're here to have good time. So Nathan, are you drinking anything? Or are you just going to be smoking it up tonight?
I'm gonna be doing both, as I always do. So
I don't think I've ever had.
I got a Halloween present from a friend of mine yesterday. The last of his stag from Buffalo Trace. So this is really good stuff. So
nice.
I'm going to be having that as my first drink.
First drink. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I just had enough for today. I had a little bit of dinner for the last 5 weeks. I've been doing the intermittent fasting, so I haven't been eating in the morning or in the afternoon at all. So what you did for this thing called Lent, I think was the last. Yeah. I think the last Lent you did that. And then the one before that, the one where I visited you, you decided not to drink. And then so I ended up drinking with you, but you didn't drink with me. So that's the weird. That was the weird little thing. That was the weird little dynamic. So So Pips bullied me into drinking with him. He must have asked me like at least 5 times, and then I caved. And then I think a week later he goes on X and says Napoleon took my drink and he drank without me and all that like a jerk. I was like, not cool, man, not cool. So, but
yeah, all of that sounds accurate. With the exception of the part where you're saying that it didn't happen, because it did happen.
I did say it happened. I did say it happened. I said it happened.
All right, we'll have to do this like a political fact check where I say things and you shut the hell up.
Pips,
and I
Pips,
continue to just talk
matters.
over you and tell you about how you're wrong. And,
you are fake news.
They're eating the cats.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the dogs.
I heard that. I listened to that too. That was funny.
Hey, that's actually just a good half-hour, 45-minute drive for me.
All right,
we're doing this thing called we're trolling. We're doing this thing. It's called trolling because it's called trolling. You know, I forget. I don't think that's how it went though. You know, who knows? But for me, I am drinking right now. I am drinking Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I really like this one. This must be the 3rd bottle I've ever gotten. So I pour it right now. So sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Pips.
No. I was just gonna ask, just because I don't want to keep on missing this. So as I'm looking at this, I only see one comment by Nathan, a man of MANETHEREN, in the chat, but I see 18 people watching. Am I not seeing the chats as they're coming through this? Do you guys
nope,
see
there's
comments?
Nope, it's the same for me. There's 4 people on YouTube and there's 15 people on X, which means they're all bots. 15 bots on
all
X
right.
and 4 people on YouTube. I think they're.
This is
people.
the first time that I've seen the composite thing. I was like, man, 19 people watching. This is a lot of people are going to be disappointed after seeing 3 drunk guys talk, sort of incoherently about things.
Yeah.
But okay, that makes more sense. All right. Well, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment so that we know that you're here. Otherwise, slan java and take drink if you got 'em.
Java.
Yeah.
So
speaking of eating the dogs and eating the cats, I voted today. My wife and I both went and voted. I don't know if your state does early voting or anyone who's watching this, but you should go vote. We brought our new. He's not really newborn. He's 10 months old now. We brought our son with us to the voting booth. Obviously, I had him, cast a ballot. Vote early. So he's 18 years early.
Keep your son's hands and feet away from Biden. I could not believe that was real. I thought that was a meme, and I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is this? Like, I'll be honest, like, following the election has been more entertaining than any show or anything I've been paying attention to lately. That's how crazy this is.
The election news has been pretty interesting. And
that's my biggest
I wish
problem
it was less interesting.
It's just been. It's a form of entertainment. These networks make it a form of entertainment. It's unfortunate. I just get very discouraged with all of it.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a piece of garbage outside my house, and I realized it was a person. I realized it was a Republican. So what can I say?
I was going to say, was it a Republican or was it a Puerto Rican? Because apparently, everyone makes fun. Everyone's garbage around here is what I'm hearing.
Well, in this neighborhood, probably a Republican. So, yeah. North side.
So you're saying you're from the bad part of. Wait, never mind. Is it the good part of Chicago? It's got to be the
part of Chicago where I can walk outside the city, or I can walk outside at night and not get harassed because there's nobody out. So I literally feel like I own the night whenever I go for a really late night walk.
Were you walking? Do you do late night walks to
if I can't sleep?
Subway.
There is a 24-hour Subway right on the corner, right in the corner, a couple blocks away.
There you go.
Yeah, and I mean there have been some shady people. There's a liquor store right next door, even though it's closed. But that doesn't stop people from drinking out of the paper bag and all that. So, I mean, maybe this is MAGA country after all. I did see a rope. I did see a noose once. Okay, I did not. You saw one? I did not. I did not.
Actually, it was a garage pole, is what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, those. I've heard about those going around. Same thing with things on car. Scratched in on cars and like banana peels. Apparently, banana peels are, another one that was interesting. I was like, or it was a person who couldn't find a trash can. I guess could be the explanation there. But hey, to each their own.
Yeah, or it's doing this,
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We need to turn his camera off here. We have to censor him, kick him off the stream, making this a racially charged environment.
I'm just gonna say
George in the chat.
Just gonna say George R.R. Martin's way better than Robert Jordan. Fight me.
All right, we already talked about this. If you start tiptoeing towards the edge of saying good things about Rafe Judkins, we're going to kick you off from your own stream, and it's just going to be Nathan and I.
But you can't keep me out. The thing is, you can't keep me out.
There's a remove button.
You can't keep me out, though. I'll come back. I'll remove you, and then I'll do the same. And that's going to be a war of attrition.
There you go.
And we got.
Is that what you guys want? Is that what you guys want? Post in the chat. Tell him to not start. Hey,
not start any.
It's a curious game. The only winning move is not to play.
By curious game. No.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
So
Hey,
how
I
you
just want
guys?
to say
So
before we get too far
how you
into
guys
this,
been? I mean, I just have to say, you know, I got this new Bible right here, and I'm just loving this King James. I love seeing having maps inside. And what's funny is there's a lot of books I haven't read yet. That there's some really quick summaries of them right here. And I'm kind of curious. Like I have not read any of the latter Old Testament books, like Obadiah or
Oh,
or
okay. The minor prophets.
Ezekiel. Huh? Yeah, Minor Prophets. Yeah.
Oh, well, Ezekiel's not
I
a
haven't
minor
even
prophet.
read all of Job. I
Eze-
still
yeah, I
haven't
was
read
gonna
all
say,
of
yeah.
Job yet.
Oh, I'm doing a study on Job right now with our men's group at church. It is a phenomenal book.
I
I
know
do
like
like
the
Job. I
first
think that you and I might have different ideas about Job, though.
I know first
I
three. I
guarantee
know
you
the
we
first
do.
like I know the first three chapters were basically about what happens to Job. God gives Satan permission to strip Job of everything, and then I think he has this long live stream with his bros drinking whiskey and talking about the nature of God and all that.
Is that where
And,
you're going?
maybe some wheel of time. Remember we I think it was you Pips that asked
Nathan, are we kicking him off his
Nathan
own stream? Is this going to happen tonight?
Apparently.
Apparently Pips you brought up Job at in the finale of my Eye of the World stream. Remember? You probably don't.
I don't remember. I was probably drunk at the time.
Nathan, do you remember? And you guys had a very interesting conversation. If only I probably should have clipped that or something, especially at the end
Well, there you go. So
with Rand
apparently,
going
when I
into the door, the gate, and taking out the Trollocs and going into Balzamon's lair. And was it Tel'aran Riyadh? Of course it was. So. Am I talking about the Bible? Yeah, bro. Yeah, Dane. What's up, Dane? I never see Dane in the chat. We got Staplebone and Jacob Ironside. What's up, guys? So if Pip says hello to you without me first saying hello, that doesn't count. So I'm just saying, but it's good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. What? We're friends. We're friends. It's okay. We're friends. It's okay. So.
A little further back, Pips. A little further.
I can't reach. The knife in my back is just too deep.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
I can't reach.
Hey, I didn't stab you there. I didn't stab you in the back.
Can I, instead of? Oh, hell yeah! I can mute him. This is about to be way more fun. This is going to be the best nerdporial stream ever. It's going to be drunkporial muted in the corner over there, and then I'm going to unmute him in the middle of things, and he's just going to say explain.
Pips is such a swell guy, such a handsome swell guy. I love you, Pips.
This is why he. For those of you guys who don't understand here, this is a big day for me. He's giving me the admin permissions on the stream. He's only done this once before, and then he regretted it because I spoke truth. I said true things, which is I changed his name to Drunkporial because that's who he was. Like Two-Face. There was Nerdporial and then there was Drunkporial, and I thought that you're supposed to speak truth. That's what the internet is for. And I never, this is like a year ago. This is the first time I've been invited back to admin a stream here. So
how long has it been? How long has it been, man? It's been 2 years, right? We started this 2 years ago now. I mean, we've been doing this long enough to be a little nostalgic about this. You, me, and Mags. I actually tried to. I actually messaged her and I said, if you're free. I don't know. Her Twitter or X handle's gone, so I don't know. I messaged her.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Because Twitter is a terrible place. It is you may never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. So
it's every other.
I think people deleting Twitter means that their life is probably in a healthy and better place. So probably. Mags. If you're out there, if you're watching this, if you're hearing about this, we hope you're well. And I'm going to choose to believe that you deleted Twitter because you got good shit going on in your life, and Twitter is a terrible place filled with terrible people. And I think the three of us all have Twitter accounts. So there you go. You know it's bad.
No, Nathan doesn't have one.
I
So I
do
just
not.
had, I had to
See?
freaking type his full name
Exactly.
with text, and I hate you for that, Nathan. I hate you.
This is
Fuck
proving my point that
Excuse me.
Nathan doesn't have a Twitter account, while the two of us do.
Yeah.
This works?
The closest I have to social media is here on YouTube and Discord. That's you all know how much I participate in Discord. So
only
you're
when
pretty
only
active
when
on
only when
YouTube,
I
so,
only
yeah.
when I complain and bitch
Yeah, I know.
about Robert Jordan, and you're like, oh, then you're like, okay, nerd, fuck you.
well,
See, Jacob
again,
Ironsides knows that I need to change your name to Drunkporial did in fact exist, does exist, and shall exist again.
If you do that, we'll never.
What is drunk may never die.
If you do that, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there can be any reconciliation after this. This is heavy
look
shit.
at my tagline. Look at my
There you
tagline.
go.
The bourbon is
That's a
always
good
right.
one. That's a good one. I like that.
I'll drink to that too.
I just want to say thank you for inviting me on this. I know that you had to, kind of cajole me a little bit with my schedule and stuff, and it is tough fitting things in with the schedule that I have with the baby and with trying to get things ready with the house. I've been dealing with a bunch of tasks and stuff, but it's nice to come hang out with you guys and enjoy a drink and just whatever. So I'm glad that you invited me. I'm glad that you invited Nathan on as well. The three of us could hang out here. And,
we've been. Oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
I'm getting a little teary eyed. You guys, like I said in the green room, I'm a very soft and sensitive creature. You guys, you mistreat me. Everyone is so mean to me, and I'm just.
Yeah, I'm probably the one. I'm probably the one person that actually apologized to you once.
I'm like the South Park character. I'm a horse, I'm a white cloak, and I'm a victim.
Well, you are from California, so that makes perfect sense. But yeah, man, it's I mean, I'll be nice now. It's always great having you guys. I love having you guys. That's why I always say, hey, let's do something. And I'll be honest, there are times where I've said, hey, Pips, let's do something. It's like, no, I don't. Why do you keep asking me, bro? Come on. Like I'm like, hey, I'm like, I was like, last stream we were doing Silence of the Lambs, and I was just like, hey, so you're gonna be leaving, and you're gonna be leaving, first of or close to beginning of November. And he's like, yeah, and I'm just like, okay, so you're going to be probably likely going to be working through the holidays. Like, nope, I'm going to be coming back home, but I'm going to be busy, nerd. I'm going to be busy, so I'm not available. I'm like, fuck you. Like I wasn't going to fucking ask you, you jerk. Like seriously, like no, but no.
This is how you know Twitter is bad.
What?
I think Dane would second that.
But the rest of what you were saying, 100% true. He was talking about like, oh, you're gonna be back for the holidays or whatever. I was like, don't even fucking call me.
I was like, fuck you, man. I wasn't gonna ask you. But
we have this block function on our phones.
He's gonna text me over the holidays to just be like, oh, I'm not trying to ask you to do something. I'm just gonna reply, new phone, who dis?
Yeah. Well, I did. I mean, last holiday, I sent you a gift because you were expecting. So yeah, I do with all my friends. I mean, it's been a thing. I've a lot of my friends are married. A lot of them have kids. So they've all had they've all had like gender reveal parties or stuff. And I always bring diapers. My friend had a diaper party, and I just got the idea to buy diapers for friends who are expecting kids, because it's getting expensive, and
Well,
what can I do? What can I say?
We did appreciate that. Which, if you're curious, he's currently in size 6 diapers and size 3T clothing.
Yep, because those don't actually follow the parameters.
Sounds like he sounds like a monster. He's probably gonna be like
yeah. Alex is already trying to line up kind of the appropriate college football teams. He's trying to lock him down for Alex's favorite teams.
Yeah,
But,
good Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah.
But no, I mean he's energetic. He's figuring stuff out. He started getting good into food. So he's actually eating a fair amount. My wife was a little worried about like how he was like, oh, she said he's not eating, enough food. She was worried that he was, delayed or whatever, right? Then I get home and I just start cooking food and I just give him the food that I'm cooking. And he's just like, yes, I will eat this entire slice of pizza. Like,
There we
just shove.
I was gonna ask you, man. I know you've been back home, and so have you made anything like new or anything that you haven't made before, cooking wise? Because I know we all know that your culinary skills are like here.
That's very kind of you. But no, I haven't done anything too crazy just because we were traveling, visiting family, and then Nathan was sick, and I've just had tons of chores and stuff around the house I've been trying to do and fixing the car. And so today I did a bunch of work on our back door that I'm trying to replace. So I was painting the new door and doing a bunch of stuff there, and then I changed all the filters and oil on my wife's car before leaving so that she would have, because I replaced the battery on it because it was dying. So basically she has new battery, all new filters, new oil, all that stuff in the car. If I'm going to be gone for a little bit, I want to make sure that it's, everything's set. And just,
I gotta do some repairs myself. I accidentally ripped the door off of the medicine cabinet. We have a countersunk medicine cabinet that goes into the wall. And I guess the hinge was weak or something. It just ripped off. And so I had to take off the door, and I ended up getting a new medicine cabinet. I'm like, I have no idea how to put this. I have no idea how to put this on. So this is gonna be a fun thing.
Is it one of the ones that is sunk into the wall, or is
it's countersunk? Yeah, countersunk. Yeah.
Oh,
so it's like a 30 by 26 medicine cabinet. So it's just
probably
basically
drilled into the studs that it's inside in between.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So yeah, I gotta do that. So about you, Nathan? About you? You do any cooking? Do any culinary work?
Well, I did that Chicago style pizza. Well, that was like a month and a half ago or so. I need to do that again because that was just phenomenal. Outside of that, right now, I got a new smoker, so I've been slowly getting that seasoned and tested.
Is it like a Traeger, or do you go like old school?
Oklahoma Joe's pellet grill.
Oh, okay. I have an Oklahoma Joe offset wood smoker that I did a ton of upgrades on. It was great, and then someone gave me a Traeger, and now I've never used it again.
Well, is yours a pellet grill as well?
Yeah. Well, I say someone gave. It was my grandfather's, and he passed away in January, and so I got it from him. And it's like,
great.
now I have this pellet smoker, and I'm not going to sit here and baby a charcoal and wood fire grill all day long.
Yeah. Now this thing has over 1,000 square inches of grill space. So I'm going to go to Costco tomorrow and get a big old pork belly and smoke myself some bacon.
Nice,
myself.
Man. Okay. So we also have Trip. What's up, Trip? How are you? And so apparently Staple Bow is no longer a minor. Apparently now that's what I heard. That's what's going around through the grapevine. So happy birthday, Staple Bow. You are actually a man now. Like, are you actually not? Take that back. Take that. I
quick before you cancel Staple Bow. Do you identify as a man?
Yes, you do.
I'm just gonna drink my drink. And we'll leave all these complex things for the suits in Washington. I'm just here to have a good time with my friends here. So.
Yeah, you know what? Screw with those nuts in Washington.
Why you keep private chatting me? Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. I see now.
That's all you need.
I just keep sending him dick pics, guys, and he that was his reaction for you guys at home.
You saying I'm gay? Not that there's anything wrong with that. By the way, Pips is gay. By
No,
the way,
not there's anything wrong with that.
even though he's married, Pips is gay. By the way,
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey.
get kicked out.
That technically would make me bi, and what you just did is called bi erasure, sir, which is the same thing that Rafe Judkins did when he made the Aes Sedai all gay.
Like I said, not that there's anything wrong with it.
Well,
But
no,
you know,
there was
you know
something
what
wrong
this,
with
you know
it
what this
because
means.
he
We've been setting up.
He erased,
Well, you know what? Maybe I should accelerate this payoff that you set up in the beginning. Rafe Judkins, Robert Jordan. Robert Jordan makes Rafe Judkins look like Shakespeare, or Rafe Judkins look like. Hate you guys. Hate you. By the way, happy birthday to
everyone
Jacob.
else thought.
By
that
the
was
way,
great.
wait, hold that thought, Pips. By the way, Jacob Ironside, happy birthday! You just turned 38. You are
Whole bunch
you
of
are
young
young
bucks.
and you are young and you are vibrant. Remember that, vibrant and young, like a certain person that we will not.
Yeah,
Okay,
y'all
like
are
Trump,
just
like
young.
Trump, young and vibrant.
Speaking of young, let's ignore the part of the chat that is talking about trying to figure out what the age of consent in various states is. It's,
Well, I mean,
it's a weird tangent.
chat. You
guys
should
are on
chat.
there.
I'm gonna chat. I gotta. Maybe I should. Because I'm in Illinois. We're blue. Maybe I should be like a typical Democrat and try to control the conversation in every aspect. So anytime if you speak outside of our subject, I don't know. I can't think. I can't think of anything.
Hard
I hate you
hitting
guys.
stuff there,
Drunk
folks.
All right.
Oriole is real.
Pips is gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm just very happy, and I'm gonna use the traditional usage there, but I would like to point out anyone watching this at home, no, I don't drive motorcycles obnoxiously loud, around. So
He
I'm
told
not
me
the other
when I hung out with him.
the other thing.
When I hung out with Pips told me he was happy enough not to ride motorcycles and not to have to feel like he needed to do something like that or do crazy, dangerous stuff. Because
he's gay in a non-jazz hands sense.
Damn, but now, like, what if I want to do jazz hands?
Can't.
Well,
that door's been closed, my friend.
You dance at your own risk.
All right, I can dance if I want to. I can leave my friends behind.
Dance with us, Shadow Man. Dance with us. I still love that. I still love that line from The Dragon Reborn. Oh, it was so cool in that one, and then they got confusing in The Shadow Rising.
I'm still confused.
I don't know how you like The Shadow Rising more than The Dragon Reborn, Pips. I don't know how.
How? So first of all, I don't know that. Well, actually, I would say that. I don't know that I've really gone and said that before, because I am not one of. There's a large portion of the fandom I feel like that thinks The Shadow Rising is like the best book in the series. The Shadow Rising actually.
There's some really great stuff in The Shadow Rising. There's some really great stuff. The Stone Stands is great. He Who Comes with the Dawn was great. The Glass Columns was great. Parent stuff was great, except for the very end with the White Cloaks and how that battle ends. That was the only thing I didn't like. But everything else, from him losing men to being injured to wanting to close the gates, and Raphael telling him not to, and then they send Gaul and Loyal to do it. I was like, holy crap, this is great. And then it just the whole Aram stuff and then the freaking
it sounds like you love The Shadow Rising.
I said, yeah, there was a lot of great stuff except for the ending. I felt the ending didn't really deliver, but that's just my opinion because I'm just a jerk. But I liked a lot of it. I liked a lot of it.
As Dane is saying here, you didn't like the ending? The ending of The Shadow Rising was It's pretty good.
I
notch.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have to. I think you know what you might be. I might have been a little too hard on it. I might. I don't know.
As I remember,
I'll
and you
drink
can
to that
correct me if
stable ball.
I'm incorrect on this.
That
one,
was the
Pip,
rule.
but
That was
the
the rule.
Shadow,
If I go out, if I get out of line, I gave them permission to go scorched earth on me because this is a drink stream and this is gonna be fun. Pip's had a hard week, so he's gonna have a good time. Nathan, sorry I interrupted you, but same with Nathan. Nathan's gonna just you guys are gonna destroy me, and that's what's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be the heel in this stream. And I gave Pips admin privileges, so he's gonna silence me because you gotta remember he's from California. He's gonna be doing all the the see.
So correct me if I'm wrong though, but like in terms of Shadow Rising, one of the things that makes that book so great is as I recall anyway, which is poorly, but it has a lot of allusions to future events in what the Dragon Reborn didn't. Dragon Reborn was a bit more streamlined, and Shadow Rising has so much in there that just has fulfillment and other things later on.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, right? I said I like the Shadow Rising. I am not one of the people who puts the Shadow Rising as like my favorite book in the series, right? I'm not that guy. But I will say I think part of the reason the Shadow Rising is as well liked as it is, right? Is let's be honest that I would say the first 3 books were Robert Jordan at his like most compact kind of tight writing, right? Like the first 3 books in the series are he a smaller cast of characters. It's just the stuff is on rails. It's going at a good clip, and and
they
the
all
later
end,
series
and
obviously
they all end. They all spread out, and they all
come
reconverge
together,
at the very end. That's the difference between that and
later in the
Shadow Rising.
series. Later in the series, it's all going to spread out and it's going to widen, right? So there's from the end of the series looking back, right? The Shadow Rising is starting from what I would say is like a good foundation, right? Everybody's together. So narratively, there's a good foundation for the Shadow Rising. And then while you're reading the book, the Shadow Rising is, so you read the Dragon Reborn, right? And you have barely any Rand in the Dragon Reborn, right?
Right.
And then you have the Shadow Rising, which is like the main action is really like it's a ton of Rand in the Shadow Rising, right? And it's good stuff that's happening. There's a lot of really interesting stuff. There's the whole Aiel thing, like there's a lot of prophecies being fulfilled. There's a lot of things all coming together. So narratively, it's like now back to the good part, right? Like you had, all these you had the other characters, and then like, bam, we're back to Rand. We're doing stuff. It's awesome. So narratively you have that. And then there also is this just kind of sense that like Rand he's over the like whiny sort of, oh, I don't want to be the dragon shit that was the last kind of, 2 books.
How much longer is this point going to take, Pips?
And that's it. So narratively, Rand has matured and he's embraced who he is. He's doing things. He's action oriented. He's out doing stuff. And then retrospectively, it works as a story because it has a good foundation. The Dragon Reborn closed a chapter in the series, and now it's expanding out, and there's acceleration. It's the Big Bang of the series.
Doesn't feel like
So
acceleration. It feels like slow. It feels like deceleration.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the last battle is coming nearly as.
Well,
I don't feel that urgency. Now, the reason why I like the first 3 chapters of Lord of Chaos is I felt that urgency again. Not just with the last battle, but with the Aes Sedai closing in on them, people closing in on them. I like that feeling. I didn't really get much of that in the Shadow Rising, except for the parent stuff. The parent stuff was pretty solid.
Which is almost by design, right? Because you have the Eye of the World where he thinks that he beat the Dark One, right? Then you have the Great Hunt, where he
three-
thinks
the
that
first
he beat
three
the
he
Dark
did.
One, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the Dragon Reborn, where he thinks that he beat the Dark One, right? He's like, this is the last battle, and it's like they pick up the shell and like, nope, the queen's, the pea's not under the shell, and then he's like, well, this is the last battle then, right? And he's like, nope,
Princess
also
is in
wrong.
another castle.
And so the Shadow Rising is where
Is
he
this a wheel of?
realizes-
Is this a Wheel of Prime? Remember that Wheel of Prime thing you did, Nathan, with the pew pew pew
Oh,
pew,
yeah.
pew with the
Oh yeah,
with
Mario
High Lord
fireballs.
Yeah.
High Lord. That wasn't High Lord
Turok.
Turok. What would you call him? Turak.
Yeah.
High Lord. I am useless. I
High
was just
Lord
here.
No Balls.
High Lord Long Fingernails. Fuck that
Yeah,
show. Fuck that show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink.
But anyway, my point is that it's supposed to have that slowdown, because the first three books, it's like the last battle is right now, is the perspective of the characters, and then Rand wakes up and realizes actually the last battle is a little bit away, and I'm gonna do some scheming. I'm gonna do a move that the Dark One is not gonna see coming. I'm gonna outsmart him. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that, hey, it's not this week, it's not this month. It is soon, but it's not now. I'm going to go do some shit. And, that's how it goes.
Well, and plus the first three books encapsulate a period of time of what? Close to 9 months, if I'm not mistaken.
The first three books, because of the time jump with the Portal Stones travel, the first three books are about a year and a half.
I thought it was a year.
And then
Is it a year and a half?
I think it's about
thought
a
it was
year
only
and a half.
6
It was a
months.
year. I think it was about a year, maybe. Not a year and a half. They still have a year.
I thought it was just 6 months with the with all the portal stuff with Rand getting to.
Well, I think the
So
portal
that
stuff
was-
was
that was
3
4
months.
months.
The portal stone was 3 months. It was a whole season.
Let's see here. There's a
Well,
Who am I to question?
There's an
Pips?
image.
But the
Who am I to
whole
question?
series encapsulates what, 2 years, right?
Yeah, I think.
So you're talking about a majority of time occurring in 3 books.
Yeah,
in
the
the
Great
series.
Hunt is the longest sequential book because of the time skip.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean the longest sequential
Yeah.
book? I'm a dumb guy.
Well,
Explain
it takes up the most in the timeline.
Yeah.
How long? I mean, how wasn't it like a month? It was a month. Doesn't it take place a month after the Eye of the World?
was a month.
So
Eye
they're
of the Month was a
in
month. Eye of the World
yeah.
was a month.
the entire book was a month.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, I think was another month, right? After the Eye of the World ends and the Great Hunt begins, basically, that's like another month, I think.
I'm trying to think of a
can't remember how much
timeline of a
time.
book, and
Come on, Pips,
Somebody
you read
else
it
in the
12
chat.
times. Jeez.
somebody else in the chat
Shouldn't you know that?
maybe has a better answer of this.
Jeez, man.
Oh, Dane says it's about a year.
Disappointment
and a
after
few months.
disappointment, man.
Okay, a year and a
So-
few months.
Okay,
So I
good.
feel like my year and a half, pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you
But
haven't muted me yet.
Shy confirmed for me though the Portal Stones was 6, so I was right there.
I thought you said 3. I thought you said
No,
season.
I
I said
didn't.
4, and I thought you said 3.
I said 3.
We didn't
No,
play
You
Drunk
didn't
the
say
Royal
tape.
3.
said it.
I said shut
Play
up.
the- play the
I mean, don't state truth.
All right, but you also forget there's books, but there's time between the books, so there's a month between the 2 books, and then obviously the Dragon Reborn starts out. You have a season that's gone past with the winter and stuff, right? So it's
that's true.
I
It takes a
swear that
little
wasn't
bit,
6 months.
but,
I swear that wasn't 6 months. That's a little too
The
long.
Portal Stones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
it was.
All right, I'll concede.
But either way, it was. But either way, the amount of time that happens within the last 11 books, it's all compressed.
I don't know. Google says 4 months is correct for Flickr. Let's see. Throw down. Dane, you're in the comment section. Dane, what is it? Is it 4 months?
Dane,
or is it
tell
6
us.
months?
Tell us. What is it?
They're
What is
probably referencing.
Dane
Sky-
says
Screen
6
Rant.
months. Dane's wrong.
Oh, well.
Reddit says 3 to 4 months, which means that it's almost certainly not 3 to 4 months.
Right.
Excuse me. That was not.
I always thought
that did not happen.
I always thought 4. Well, Dane says he's been drinking. Now he can't confirm Shy's answer. We'll have to find out on next time on an episode of. I'm gonna hit the end stream button
on the next rewatch.
Maybe I shouldn't have given him Maybe I shouldn't have given him admin privileges because
I think it's worked out well.
He's saying he should have given me admin privileges. Everyone's hearing him say, "Yeah, I should have given him admin privileges. He's such a nice guy. He's so responsible and good, and everybody likes him. And he's a great guy. He's basically the best guy. Honestly, he's so good.
This is like watching Japanese dub right now.
Thank you. I'm not going to unmute. I didn't. Hey, my demand worked. My demand worked after all. So.
I am a man. I demand to speak and be heard.
Did you say I am a? Okay, I'm not going to go there. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm. Do I think Lord of the Chaos is the? I mean, I'm only halfway through the book, so I can't really, state my total feelings. But so far, halfway through the book, I'm actually digging the last. I actually dug the last few chapters. I haven't been. It's not. I mean, I can't say it's my favorite reading experience. I mean, it takes me more than a chapter. It takes me more than several tries to read a chapter. So, but then again, that's probably more of a me problem than a book problem. So I don't know. But last chapter I actually really enjoyed. So the whole. I don't know if I said live, but yeah, I just got to the assassination attempt part in Lord of Chaos, and that was actually really, really good. What's funny was that all the action took place in the middle of the chapter instead of the end. The end instead, he had some world building, and the world building was just there because Rand wanted to find out if he was related to Elaine or not. Because, well, I mean, he finds out that his mother is Tigraine, so they might be her Tigraine and Morghese might be cousins, and they might be weird with being cousins. And
this is
that's an important
Elrond
question for a 20-year-old man.
Yeah,
he's a red-blooded 20-year-old man. Very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is not. I mean, he's got to make sure that he's not.
Man, you're using those chat highlight privileges.
No, Rand just got to make sure that Rand's got to make sure that he's not falling into any Galadriel Elrond territory here.
Yeah, I don't know which is sweeter, the taste of that victory,
Galadriel or Galadriel?
This alcohol.
Galadriel, Galadriel. Are you talking about like Tolkien or not Tolkien?
Definitely not Tolkien.
So I am of the opinion, and I might get destroyed for this, but I think Wheel of Prime is worse than Rings of Power. And Nathan disagrees with me.
Correct.
I would. Who's correct?
Who?
That Wheel of Prime is worse than Rings of Power.
Nathan doesn't agree with that. Nathan and Eldan do not agree with that. They think Rings of Power is worse than Wheel of Prime.
But I will say that this is basically like 6-1, half dozen to another. Because if you fall in the line of Wheel of Prime is worse,
dude, they pushed an arrow out of Nynaeve or something, and then then the characters murdered our good guys murdered another character.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I would like
Bornhall got murdered by Perrin. Perrin's supposed to be the good guy. Like
everybody's rooting against Galadriel.
I would just like to say,
did she murder anybody? I mean, that's a question. I mean, she's cringe, but did she murder anybody?
Murdered the scripts,
like Rand murdered murdered the hospital dude so he can get close to fake Logain or something, and then didn't Matt murder the girl? And then Matt murdered the girl, and then the Myrtle showed up. And Myrtle was the innocent bystander.
No, Matt didn't.
Tom got killed.
Well, Tom got killed because Tom was a dumb shit and staying in space.
Rand
Was that Tom? He didn't even have the
Matt
purple. He didn't even have the purple,
that he didn't.
patched cloak. I mean, was that really him? Where's all his mustaches? Well, he did
He's
throw a
fake.
knife. He killed.
It's
What
fake
was her name?
news.
What was her name? Dana, the Dark Friend. Is that where they named her Dana?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very Robert Jordan name.
All I'm
Fuck
going to
that
say
show.
on this question is that I will admit that I am poorly qualified to answer it because I'm not watching. I'm
Dude,
not watching.
you're part of the
Rings of
you're
Power.
part of the rewatch.
But-
You pick apart that show like it's
But I
Mystery
but I
Science
don't
Theater.
watch-
Like I can't watch that show because it's way goes over my head. I'm not intelligent enough to follow along with you guys, and that plus I haven't read the
That's
series.
definitely not true. Very, very low intelligence, lowbrow jokes that we make. I'm just saying that I don't watch Rings of Power because I watched like half of the first season and it was boring as shit, and so I stopped watching. Right? I was like, I don't care enough about it. It's boring. I'm done. Right? But here's my.
I said
here's
Dana,
my
not Diana.
benchmark.
Shy. I said Dana. What did I say? Dana. Pips.
You did.
Pips.
You did.
I
You
said
did.
okay. So see,
did,
Pips.
yeah.
If Pips says so, it's true.
So here's my benchmark: is that my wife refused to continue watching Wheel of Prime, but has so far watched every released episode of Rings of Power. She's not saying it's great. She's not saying it's great. I'm not saying she's enjoying it, but she has watched them. She refused to continue. She was like, "You cannot make me watch more episodes of this show."
Of Wheel of Prime,
yeah.
right? You're talking
Yes.
Wheel of Prime.
So Rings of Power is apparently more survivable. It's more you can
white
stomach it more.
Hey, what's that? Hey, wait. What does that mean, Nathan?
I mean,
I'm not white
well,
woman.
hey, they were clearly both marketed to the same demo, so I'm not sure you can
Yeah,
use that.
this is true. Without a doubt. Wait, butch cut lesbians?
I didn't quite hear that. I was just
That what you're talking? Are you talking about the? Are you talking about like the Eminem, lesbians and Ranks of Power season 1?
Yeah, feminine.
Feminine.
Oh, that
Yeah,
chick
they were great.
that chick makes an appearance. In,
you didn't watch the show, Pip. So how would you know? You saw trailers. Sorry. You saw.
No. I mean, like I walk in and out of the room while my wife has had the show on, and I've seen some of the reviews to include some. I've seen a fair amount of it. I know the plot of the show.
How much of a fantasy fan is Mrs. Pips? I know she's the one that got you to go see Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that's not true.
That was a good
Yeah,
movie.
she did. I thought you said so. She's the one that got you to go see it. She's like, I want to go see it, and then she's like, go see it.
No, I got her to go see it.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. I remember you telling me she was getting annoyed that you were hating on so much stuff that she's like, let's go see this movie. I remember you saying that.
No, because the reason that the two of us went to go watch it is I randomly saw a thing that was like, hey, you have an Amazon Prime account. Do you want to go see an early showing of it was a random early access the week before it came out, and it was like, hey, click this link and you can get tickets. And I was like, all right. And then I told her, I was like, hey, I got tickets to this. And she was like, is it going to be terrible? And I was like, I don't know.
That is not what you told me. That is not what I remember.
Who are you going to believe? The person who has that very plausible story or directorial? Come on, Chad.
You're the one that told me Andor was good. And you told me Wheel of Time was the greatest series of all time. Okay, I'm going too far now. All right,
now,
I'm going to keep drinking.
Hold on.
I'm surprised you haven't muted me yet.
Well,
I'm
trying
to
to. I triple dog dare you.
Cool.
I triple dog dare you. Mute me. Come on.
So in Rings of Power, in Rings of Power though, Pips, when you come to the penultimate episode that has the great battle at Eriador, they go with siege weapons to attack this city that has walls around it.
You're talking about season 2, right?
Or
season 1?
This is in season 2. So
Here, I've seen
And-
seen that sequence. Yeah.
yes, they attack with siege weapons and catapults against a city that has walls that
Yep.
did not have walls surrounding it in any episode before that.
Uh-huh.
It was a completely open city.
Yeah.
In the show beforehand. And then when they decide that they want to attack the city more directly, instead of just crossing the bridge that's there,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
they decide to dry up the river by turning their trebuchets against the mountain and knocking over mountains into the river that would that dried it up immediately so that they could cross.
I hear everything. I hear everything you're saying. I hear everything you're saying, right? But you have to weigh that against. So you're like, oh, they like knocked down a mountain, right? Made a tidal wave to kill a small child, and did a cavalry charge into 2 separate walls. One of them was their own. Like, I mean, like realistically here, like where's Dane's comment about nut and corn crunch? Like, what is?
Yes.
Here
Right.
we go. Baby green versus nut and corn crunch, right?
I don't.
And you have experience with all this shit with the newborn.
Yeah. What are we even talking about here? Like, oh yeah, they knocked down the mountains. Like, yeah, remember that scene with like an entire armada just took out some 5-year-old because they were like, yeah, fuck that girl. Like, it was crazy.
Shit, well, and in that defense, on the attack on Falme, they have a charge, and Steve and I did a fight scene autopsy, and we're watching this charge come up, and I actually had paused the video and actually had a counter going on there, and that charge had over 100 cavalry, I believe, that were charging into the city. And then when it cut to when they were about to make it to the gate, it dropped down to like 32. And then when it cut into the city, it was less than 20. And so, I mean, and then all of a sudden their horses disappeared after that. So, I mean,
which I noted and was offended by, the lack of horse representation in those critical moments is actually an important thing in the industry that I think needs to be talked about more. Speaking of talking about representation, speaking of talking
about more, I think we need to reintroduce Pips to the stream right here. So.
Fuck you, nerd.
I'm surprised I'm surprised you haven't like canceled it or something. I gave you admin.
This is how you get yourself kicked out of your own stream. This is how this happens.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's going to have to happen. I mean, I mean, we're already setting up. We're getting pretty well into the rising action here. You know, there's going to have to be a climax. There's going to have to be a final fight payoff.
We have a dipshit from Chicago just doing things and
in a time zone that doesn't exist.
The time zone literally doesn't exist. Yeah, it's.
You guys want to see Pips being a legend right now? You know, I'm gonna even though Pips is talking shit about me, we're gonna add some Pips lore right here. So like, he got into a fight with an iconic villain from a certain horror series. So let's show it right here.
All right. Well, I mean, this looks this is a classic. So, all right, fine, you get a pass this time, but you're still a dipshit. I have won again, Nerdporeal.
So the lore behind that was his wife and his child slept through the whole thing. He's like, oh, he'll be fine. And the other big thing is all of his whiskey, his liquor cabinet, and his glasses all survived the scuffle.
You got to be prepared for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
I
So
mean
like,
that's why you train with precise shooting. You
yes.
can't be stray rounds
This
into the
guy,
liquor
this guy's
cabinet.
got like,
That's you
this
can't.
guy's got like medals upon medals. Like this guy is like the, and I forget what the highest, what was the highest level of sharpshooter? You're a sharpshooter, marksman. Well, actually, marksman's the lowest of the low. But yeah, this guy's got like medals upon medals upon medals. Like he's more decorated than Mr. Miyagi.
It's
True.
not.
No,
That's not
it's
true.
true. It's I mean,
It's
I was
it's
in
not
your
true.
house.
It's not true.
I stayed in your house. It's true. It's true. He's just being
I'm not gonna be accused of any stolen valor here.
stolen. No. He trained for it. He trained for it. Even though technically even though he's an aerial bus driver, his words, I didn't say it, it's his words. He's an aerial bus driver that does reconnaissance for a living. Yeah. I mean, he can shoot. He's part of the military training. I mean, I'm not military. I'm civilian.
I will say Brian shot pretty well for having never touched a gun. Being liberal city slicker from Chicago.
That was the second time I ever shot a gun, and the first thing I thought about was upward recoil. But the thing is, when I went shooting with Alex several months later, I made the same mistake. I had my finger on the trigger. I had my finger too far on the trigger. Instead of having the tip of my finger, engage the trigger. We
talked about
this part. Yeah, I know. And then I sent you a picture, and the first thing you said was, "Dude, do you have your freaking hand on the trigger?" And the thing was, I said no, but the thing is, I don't remember. So the one thing is, the thing is, and I remember. So this is, I mean, you and I have done. You Pips, you and I have done several streams. I remember we did a Die Hard stream, and we got to the end of the movie, and Trip made a joke or something. Like, hey, have you ever, had the tape of the gun on your back, and you got serious, and you're like, no, that violates gun safety. And I was like,
I don't remember any of this.
You don't remember any of this because it's funny is Pips is
Drunk
like
Pips is real.
Pips is Pips is like a search engine when it comes to politics and religion. Like he'll remember weird terms that I don't even know, and he knows the Constitution by heart. I've been on the band of the Red Hand. I've read some of the politics, not lately, but I've read some of the politics. Pips knows the Constitution completely by heart. So shut up. That's not true. But. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess Pips only remembers, like he remembers stuff. I don't know. He's a really intelligent guy. When I hung out with him, it was like we got into a random conversation about capitalism, and I'm like, I don't know anything about I mean, I do know a little bit about capitalism, but I don't know to the level of Pips and all that. So
yeah, I have to mute you if you keep on saying nice things about me.
Well, hey, I'm the one that I actually met. Yeah, well, I'm the one that actually met you in person. So I don't know. What can I say?
It was fun. I'm glad that you came by this way. Hopefully when you went to go shoot with Alex, you kept at least some of the things. Apparently you had poor trigger discipline.
I remember because I used there was a similar carbine rifle that he had. He had a cooler. So Alex shoots like Dirty Harry. Like he shot like a freaking bullseye. I was like, holy shit! I'm like, dude, you're crazy. He's just like, And then Lady B is even better shot. Yeah, Lady B's even better shot. But yeah, but I remember when you shot, because I shot a carbine. I shot a rifle for the first time with Pips, and then Pips is like gives me. Then he starts giving me drills, and then I kind of saw a little bit of his inner Marine. I have not yet seen him scream like a Marine, but that's going to be something in the future, I guess. But yeah, but he's like, do faster. And I was like, oh, yes, sir. And all that. I was like, sir, yes, sir. Or something like that. Is that what they say in the Marines? Don't answer that. I'm drunk. Speaking of which.
Oh, that's good.
So I've only had a sandwich, and I've had some stew today, and I'm probably gonna go to White Castle after this because I've had enough of this. I'm probably gonna, and it reminds me, I gotta drink more. So
White Castle, there you go.
Yeah, that's like my drunk food. That's like
is there a White Castle where you are, Nate?
Yeah, there is. And the only thing I ever get from there is breakfast items, especially their coffee.
That's
Their
gross.
coffee is actually surprisingly good.
Their breakfast items are gross. You only go get the cheeseburgers.
Oh, no.
Cheeseburgers
those
is
are
where
nasty.
it's at. No, they're not.
No.
No, they're not. That's freaking. It's
Listen,
practically an Oklahoma.
no.
It's practically an Oklahoma onion burger. You know, but I mean, it's flattened patty and all that. It's delicious. Even though I don't.
If
Even
it's
though
real meat.
I'll be honest. A certain president worked at McDonald's, and maybe I'm just so easily manipulated by like what do you call where you're indirectly influenced by
osmosis?
No, not osmosis.
The zeitgeist?
No, not
influence?
like subconscious. Atmosphere. It's like a subconscious influence, you know.
Subliminal.
There you go. That's the word. That's my problem. Like I know the terms, I know the words, but they're just always in the back of my head, so I never remember them. Subliminal, yes. He's even Staplebone knows, and he's 18. So what is that? Wait a minute. Wait, how is it my name? Wait, no. How is it my name? Oh my God. The admin. Yeah, this is what making him an admin truly means. What is this?
That's incredible.
This is I don't think I can delete it. Can I delete it? Oh, I can. Message retracted, and then it's probably not going to be retracted for.
But that's
long.
already been clipped.
No,
yep.
You know what? As much as I want to believe that, Pips, I'm just nobody cares. Nobody cares about me. I'm not that big. I'm not that clickable. So, but Dane, you're Canadian. What do you know? Dane, you're Canadian. What do you know? Stay on your side of the border. You are dealing with Prince Trudeau, basically, because his dad was prime minister. Actually, no, I take that back.
His dad was
Fidel. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Fidel Castro took over Cuba in 1959, and then Michael Corleone came there right before that and tried to make a deal with Hyman Roth. And okay, wait, that's all fiction. Sorry,
Yeah,
but none of that's real.
That's the second best Godfather movie.
Okay, what the seriously, dude? Seriously, you think the first? I mean, I love the first one, but come on, part two,
phenomenal.
You broke my heart, Fredo. How is that not better than the first one? I mean, the first one.
Are you guys gonna make me defend Godfather 3 here? Is that how this is gonna work?
Dude, if you defend Godfather
3, then I'm going to banish you.
Nerdpoil's going to end the stream if you defend Godfather 3.
Just saying, you guys already picked 1 and 2, so at least 3 for me.
Have you even seen Godfather 3? Have you even seen the Godfather?
Oh, it's awful. It is horrid.
I don't think it's awful, but I don't think it adds up. I don't think it adds up to the first two. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, maybe you agree with me, Nathan, but as far as I'm concerned, it ended with part 2 because, I mean, his story was complete at that point. Part 3 was just basically a cash grab for Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah,
he needed money because he tried to make a Vietnam movie, Gardens of Stone, that failed, and he made a few other movies. His son, unfortunately, his son got killed in a boating accident. Like they went across, they tried to go in between a car. There was like a zip line, they didn't see it, and like his older son got I don't know if he got decapitated, but he got something close to it, and it was fucked up. And it was Ryan O'Neal's son was driving the boat when that fucking happened. So it's weird that I know this, but yeah, I don't know. It's messed up. And then apparently he defended. Apparently, I saw on X that apparently he defended like a rapist or something, or someone that did bad stuff in Hollywood or something.
Probably the director. Who was the director that fled the States back in the 70s?
No, it wasn't. 80s? It wasn't Polanski. It wasn't Polanski.
Oh,
it was someone else.
I don't know about the whole, decapitated and all that stuff. I think I'm going to agree with Nathan here that one is the best.
It's just
Is
it's
it
a
just
more
because? Is
contained
it just because
storyline.
I'm hosting this, and it's just because it's by design? I don't know.
No,
Part
I just
two.
think I think that one is the most iconic, and
Sorry, I'll let you talk.
yeah, one is the most iconic. It had the harder job, right? Like the sequel, the sequel gets to ride on the coattails a little bit, right? The sequel is only successful because one was so successful. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, two. It's a great movie, but
I mean,
I just think that in terms of like, if you could only have one of the two movies to watch, you're gonna watch one.
Yeah.
Uh, see that, so like
Two,
that's a tough one.
the
Two
the
had
bouncing around the timelines, but just for me was a
Yeah.
bit overplayed. Like there were points in time where I got tired of the flashback sequences. Not as much, but boy, when they came back into into Michael Corleone's time, especially the later part after Cuba, it kind of got a little bit too drawn out for me. The first movie is just a better contained story, and it's a lot more linear. I enjoy it. I follow it a lot easier. Um, you know, it's just a phenomenal movie. So
so I'm with Dane. So Dane actually agrees with me on this one. So hey, we got this. So I mean, honestly, I feel like that it truly concluded the story, and truly basically brought forth the complete downfall of Michael Corleone. So we got a little bit of that in the first one. I think in the second one it completed that story. I like the parallel stories. I liked how it kind of built up to everything. I remember the beginning of part two was just that was freaking crazy. Like you start out in Sicily, and then now what's funny is the beginning of the movie wasn't in the book. I actually read Mario Puzo's book, and let's just say it's not peak literature. I'll say that for sure.
yeah,
Like
it's all right.
there was a whole chapter that focused. There was a whole subplot that focused on the woman that Sonny was screwing. And if you remember at the beginning of the movie, Sonny was screwing a woman in the beginning while during the wedding and all that, who happened to be the mother of Andy Garcia's character in part 3. Or the result of that little conjugal visit, I'll say.
Yep.
But I've had too much to drink. I'm starting to feel it now. But
It's just starting.
would you say that Drunkporial is real?
No. I mean, why would
He did earlier.
Why would you?
You said that earlier though. Why would you said it before? Why would you not say it?
Because you coerced you threatened to kick me out of my own stream, even though it's not true. But
okay,
still,
okay, yeah.
But
Man, peer pressure's a bitch.
I hate you guys.
Well, we should switch topics a little bit.
Wait,
and ask Nathan why he's wearing a mellow porn shirt.
Did you say mellow porn? What?
No,
Yeah,
corn.
That was
you said
Tripp's
I swear
before.
I swear Pip said mellow porn. I'm just like
I did.
No,
I
well
did.
that was
freaking
actually
dirty mind. You brought up some weird phrase on our last stream, and I was like, seriously, dude? And I didn't even know what it was, and everyone's like, you don't know what it is, and it just brought terrible flashbacks of childhood where I would get tormented by other kids who knew all this, who all knew all these weird things, and I didn't. So how dare you, Pips? How dare you?
right.
How dare you? How dare you indeed?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The mellow porn thing was actually also talked about in the chat earlier. I had to correct whoever it was that asked if I was wearing a mellow porn.
It was Trip. It was Trip. It was 100% Trip.
It was a Trip. Go figure. Trip is just off the charts, crazy, right?
Yep.
So mellow corn. I got this hoodie back in February when I went with my brothers and my dad down to Kentucky on our annual bourbon distillery tour, and we
Cheers.
stopped
You
by
guys-
Heaven Hill.
Have you done the boat tour?
No.
Apparently, there's like a riverboat that is like the way to do the whiskey trail if you want. That it's you get on a boat. You never even have to like barely leave the boat. It like goes down a river and it stops at a whole bunch of the distilleries.
What river? What
I'm
river?
going to be looking
The
at that.
Ohio River?
No, Ohio River stops at Cincinnati. It turns into the Mississippi.
So what river? What river, Pips? I need to know.
I don't know. There's probably presumably there's rivers.
How do we know
in
this
the
is
other
even
part of the
real?
state.
Did you just make this up? Did you? I mean, how do I know? And then, come on, man. I triple dog dare you to mute me right now. I'm like,
So-
come on, man.
So anyway,
You got the power. You got the power. I am
So we-
super duper. I am super duper. Something.
so we went by Heaven Hill Distillery, who produces mellow corn. Mellow corn, if you don't know, is a nearly 100% corn whiskey. It's 95% corn, 5% malted barley. It is not good. It's not as bad as what a lot of people say, but it just it has a reputation for not. I mean, it does taste like you're drinking liquefied corn, with a little bit of a punch to it. And it was a cheap hoodie. It was like $20, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna buy that. I'm going to put it on in the distillery and walk out where my brothers are and embarrass the shit out of them. They could not believe that I bought this hoodie, and I think it's funny as hell.
I want to say hello to Miss Martin Muses. Welcome. I
Teresa.
might be. Hi, Teresa. I might be a little. Nothing. I'm perfectly fine. Right, Pips. Right, Nathan. Don't answer that.
Hey, Nerdporeal, what's why did you type that screed there? What is what? You know what? Hey,
I hate you.
I don't know what you were trying to.
I hate you
don't know
so
what
much.
I don't know what you're trying to do there, but I'm gonna clean that up. This is a family stream here.
I hate you.
I don't know what kind of weird Illuminati messaging.
Why would you?
I don't know
Why would you?
I don't know what kind of weird Illuminati messaging you were trying to do. That's
Is that why
It's
he was so
inappropriate.
like excitedly pointing?
yeah, he
downward
was
to him?
super excitedly just typing
I
away.
mean,
Just,
man.
like
How dare
really
you.
into it, and
How
it was
dare
just
you? I'm
It
crying.
was-
Is
Ugh.
PDD
I'm
under your
dying.
desk?
man. It was
I am
so
dying. What are you doing to me?
it's so
I'm playing
much.
the victim
Ugh.
here. Oh my
It's-
gosh, I'm crying. I am literally
It's all right.
crying
We
now.
fixed it, guys.
I am
Everyone in the chat, we fixed it. It was probably a typo. You know, it was a typo. You know how things go.
I wish
We
I
can-
had.
we
Where?
can-
What happened to those sunglasses that I got? I bought a pair of sunglasses with Pips when I hung out with him because we didn't want to. I didn't want to shoot one of his guns and then have bullets hit me in the freaking eye. So I have a pair of sunglasses. I just don't know what happened to them. I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know, and now I'm crying.
All right.
Dude, you
So,
got me crying,
but-
man. This should be this should be a victory for you. So
All right. So I got a bit of history here. All right.
all right.
Whiskey War. This is a local distillery here in Columbus, and Prohibition was started here in just in a suburb, Westerville, Ohio.
Really?
And,
I had no idea.
yeah, it's and if you see a picture of all those friendly looking women that have a sign that says "Not a drop will lips won't kiss our lips" that have touched whiskey, and you look at that picture of all the women in there, you're like, that's a win.
Nice.
But the history behind this, let's see. So a man by the name of Henry Corbin, back in 1875, opened a saloon in the area of Westerville, which was really known to be a hotbed of anti-alcoholic drink consumption. And actually, Westerville was dry until about 10, 15 years ago.
Really?
But so he opens this saloon in this area, and not once but twice the saloon was blown up, and it was said before the first time he comes outside to address the protesters with 2 pistols drawn, and the act basically ignites what is known as the Whiskey War of Prohibition and launched the Anti-Saloon League. So the Prohibition movement started back in 1875, and these guys nail it with their stuff.
That is not what I'm getting here. I looked up Whiskey War, and I'm getting a bloodless war and border dispute. God damn it. Border dispute from the Kingdom of Denmark and Canada over Hans Island between 1973 and 2022.
What is he even talking about?
Shut up.
Just
shut up.
Tongue-tied.
I looked up the Whiskey War. This is what I get. This is what I get. So, all right, sorry.
He probably asked ChatGPT. That's probably.
I did not. I Googled. I simply Googled it. I looked up. I just typed in Whiskey War, and I get Hans Island. I get Denmark and Canada. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dane, it is not Ohio's fault. It's Westerville's fault. And bitches.
So say this: the entire stream, I have not been highlighting the. Chat at all. That's been Pips. I gave him admin privileges, so now he can.
That's not true.
So
at all.
he's been oppressing me. He's been muting me. And
you've seen him talking back and forth through the chat, highlighting things, making comments of his own. I mean,
I have not.
Who are you guys gonna believe? Who are you gonna believe? Who are you gonna believe? The person who's talking to you now, or the drunk man who's whispering to himself in the corner? It's just you can't even see. What is that guy even saying? This is just who are you gonna believe? I am the trustworthy person. Nathan and I are coming to you with the straight facts, and we're telling you, Nerdporial, it's been him the whole time. He is. I mean, this is the whole time.
Are you going to believe that guy or a guy who actually is enjoying the Wheel of Time books?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What are you gonna listen? You gonna listen to this? You know what? Before we went on stream, I heard him talking about how Rings of Power was actually a tour de force. That it was actually an incredible work. In fact, I mean, should have been given. He said they should start a new category in the Oscars for TV series, just to give Rings of Power one. That's what he said. So I mean, who are you gonna listen to? Who are you gonna listen to? That's all I'm gonna ask. Hey.
I mean, I just what's funny is I mean, I'm not gonna say exactly what is said in this message, but Mags actually Wait, did you mute me? Did you?
No one did. No one's doing anything to you. This is you're in control. You're in control.
Mags actually responded to me. Yeah, she's busy, but she's doing fine. She's actually doing fine right now. So
I'm glad to hear that.
She's doing some traveling and all that. I'm not gonna say exactly what, but she's celebrating family right now, and that's what's important. But she's really but she's doing good. I mean, yeah. So
good.
Yeah, me and Steve actually met her in person. She's really cool. She's really cool having. Wait, what did I hear?
That was my daughter yelling across the garage.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
If I remember,
stop yelling.
I still have not seen. So I actually met Nathan's entire family. So on the same trip that I met Pips, I met Nathan. I met his entire family. We met up at a place for wings. What was the name of the place again?
Yeah, Roosters.
Roosters. Okay. So
yep.
Yeah, we got wings. We got wings, and it was such an awesome moment. Hanging out with all that. By the way, everybody. Pips is only 5'3". He's really small guy, So I don't know if you guys know that, but it's
laying down.
It's totally true. Actually, that's not true. Pips is my. Actually, what's funny is I have a friend that's about roughly 6'3". I think Pips is slightly taller than him. So Pips is actually the tallest friend I've actually ever hung out with. So, yeah, it's true. It's true. He's like this tall. He's like this tall. And I'm tall too, but I'm just not that tall. Yeah, Dane. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I said 5'3" because I was just being a dick. I was just being an ass.
It's tall enough to get on helicopters.
It's a foot. It's a foot shorter than what he actually is. I'll be honest. It was oh my god. I did not. I
What are you typing with, Drunkporial?
I did not.
He's using
I
his
did not
toes.
type it. It's
He's
not
a
true.
clever
It's
girl.
not true. It's
Clever
not true.
girl.
I don't know. I don't know who typed
He's
that.
got Def Leppard drum pedals to type.
Well, Nathan, pour some sugar on me. Sorry, you said Def Leppard.
Oh,
so
they were good in concert.
In the name of love. Yeah, sorry. Just kidding. I need to drink some coffee right here, some iced coffee. Well, actually, the ice already melted, so I'm just gonna drink.
You should put some bourbon in
What is
that.
that, like
Make
Dunkin'?
it a lot better.
No, this is even better. This is Starbucks. This is iced coffee from Starbucks. I went to. So I know
Gross.
you're not familiar with the Chicagoland area, but we have a chain of stores called Mariano's.
I mean,
it's owned by Kroger.
I've read the Dresden
Quiet
Files.
Pips. I'm talking, even though you're probably gonna mute me and all that, but Quiet Pips. But yeah, the grocery stores that I go to actually have a Starbucks and all that. So I actually went after work because I was hungry, because once again, like I said earlier, this is the end of week 5 of me not eating breakfast or lunch. So like I've been doing the intermittent fasting and all that. Except yesterday. Yesterday, what's weird was we had a Halloween, my company had a Halloween luncheon. And so I actually ate food, and Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Like I like how I like now. So now we're going to be playing this little mind game, this psychological game right now. So did I actually now the question is, did I actually type these comments right here? And
I mean, they have your name. They have your name on them.
Did I really? Did I?
I mean, it says it right there.
Oh,
It says it right there.
I hate you, dude. I hate you.
Who are you
I
gonna
hate
believe?
you, man.
The guy who
hate
it
you.
literally says right there, the Nerdporial life form, and then it says the thing that he said. Come on, I mean, it's
Right.
This is
I mean,
not.
it's articulated.
Pretty
I had a whole.
pretty
I
convenient.
had a whole plan. I had a whole plan to talk about. Well, we did talk about movies.
You
We talked
started
about
drinking, Brian.
No, I didn't. That's not true. Actually, it is true. So, oh man, I gotta drink some more.
Wow, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird that you agreed. To that one, man. That's colonizing Mars before space lizards can take over. It's pretty extreme.
Wait.
They're,
Colonizing. What are
They're
you talking about?
drunkporial.
No, that's
Colonizer.
not true. I'm not a colon. I mean, maybe I am, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Actually, it's funny.
Yeah,
is,
apparently,
a lot of money
drunkporial
for
has
this,
radical space colonization of opinions.
Well,
Yep.
dude, I follow Elon Musk, but come on, man, just give me a break here.
Dude, how did you watch the Chopsticks little?
I did. It
capture
was
the
awesome. I
Chopsticks
did. It
video?
was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Trip is
sure.
really fixated on this, by the way.
That's what I thought too.
She'll have to tell us what apparently that means. I don't know. That's
How long have we been on now? Hour 29
hour and a half.
minutes 47 seconds. So I had a plan, but apparently it didn't really go well. We did talk about movies. So if
all right. We can go back to your plan. I'm sorry. Here, we'll go with the plan. Yeah,
Dude,
we'll
don't
go with the plan.
apologize. Dude, don't apologize to me. You should be muting me right now. Like I am like freaking. I'm not deregulating. Hey, am I muted still? I'm muted. See,
Nathan,
I hope you
get
guys
him,
in the
you get him when
chat.
he
I
least
hope
expects
whoever's
it. It's
listening
good.
to this. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. That's the most important. That's the most important part of
Yeah, we
of
have
this, right?
27 people, which is like 15 bots
But
and
that's
like maybe 12 actual humans.
there's five people from YouTube watching this right now. So there's 5 people, and then there's 17. Actually, no, there's 4. God damn it! I hate this fucking.
you started talking
So
one of them left.
I like how when I started doing streaming, like when I started doing streaming, I had way more people show up and all that. I don't know if maybe it's because I haven't been uploading videos.
To be fair, these types of streams probably don't attract your peak audience. They're like, let's see, the Nerdporeal Lifeform talks to 2 drunk guys for an hour and a half. Sign me up.
That's probably true. I don't know.
And types in radical Mars colonization comments in the chat.
I know, just weird stuff. He made that comment earlier, which he's gonna say was a typo, but I'm not gonna bring it back up again. I'm just gonna say we cleaned it up. We got rid of the typo, and
Well, it's just like what Biden said with all the garbage stuff. It was just there's an apostrophe.
Yeah, there's an apostrophe. Yeah.
Yeah. I think certain supporters are garbage. Come on, man.
All I gotta say to that trip is, and Larry is getting larger.
Hey, I just am gonna plug it again. Hey, I voted today. Pips Jr. also voted today. As every proper person should. Apparently, illegal immigrants, college students on visas, anyone's allowed to vote. So Pips Jr. voted, and
My mother,
you guys should all go vote too.
My mother, who has been in the grave for over 4 years, voted Democrat for the first time last time, and will do so again this year.
Yeah, she voted for Kamala.
Would you vote for Hillary? Sorry. She was from the actually she's actually only from a few miles away from me. She was from Park Ridge. She's from the Park Ridge area. How the Park Ridge area like spawned that level of evil, I will never know. But then again, this is Chicago. We spawn evil. There's evil everywhere here in Chicago. So, like, I mean, like right next to me, like there's concentrated where my dresser is, where my clothes are, where my CDs are, and wireless keyboard, and a whole bunch of even sparkling ice. A lot of things. There's a lot of things on my dresser right now. That's concentrated evil right there. And no, I'm not drunk.
Just listing things in Brian's room that are off camera. We're just.
It's like the Starbucks cup that he held up earlier.
You mean this? Yeah, I'm gonna drink some iced coffee with some sweet cream.
Well, Nathan, did you vote yet? Does you guys do early?
I'm gonna go to the library tomorrow, first thing in the morning, or whenever I wake up. It might be a while because the amount of brown juice that I drank. This is brown juice, right?
Wooski. It's Robert Jordan said it's wooski.
Yeah, well, Robert Jordan is, Robert Jordan makes Rafe Judkins look like Shakespeare. Where
to answer your question,
come on, you meet Pips.
So yeah,
there's technical difficulties. We're going through a tunnel. Who knows?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Yeah, I am going just on voting day. Our neighborhood has a quick place to run into, and I will be doing my voting on voting day. So Where Ohio's pretty locked down for.
Wait, where did Pips
for
go?
stuff.
He must have left. Can he get back? Oh,
Mm.
dang it, he can. Dang it, I should.
Insubordinate and churlish.
I gotta close this.
I like it.
We're gonna spill this. Dang it, I hate you. All right,
Well, cool.
drink.
That's good. I support that. I had to vote early because I changed my residency from I was a Florida State resident. Had to finally after getting off active duty, I had to actually register in the state that I actually reside in. So
Good call.
went to I got my North Carolina license now, and but I was within 30 days or whatever it is from the election, so they wouldn't register me to vote. So I had to do in person. I had to register, same day registration in person. So I had to show up with my my photo ID and my like a copy of my like a bill with my name on it, just show that I was a resident and all that kind of stuff. So I had to do that. But I'm gonna be out of the country for actual election day, so I couldn't vote on election day. But the line was like it was like a 45, maybe an hour long line, and the volunteers were saying
I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that in the
that.
morning. I'm gonna be doing that first thing in the morning because the library where I grew up, going and doing my book reports and all that. That's where we're having in this ward right here, the ward that I just happen to be part of. Yeah, I haven't been in that place in years. So it's gonna be nostalgic, but also relevant.
Cheers.
Wait. Pips, did you wait for a second? I thought you froze. Okay, you didn't freeze. I think I'm going crazy.
He just held really still.
Yeah, he held very still, and I think I'm going crazy right now. No, Pips. That's not what I'm coming at. I don't know.
Brian has had this comment about him being way behind the chat. He's had it up for like a really long time. So
okay, wait, where?
It's weird. For
There we go.
Who says Drunkporial doesn't exist?
Drunkporial is not only doesn't exist.
There.
Drunkporial is a myth. It is a complete myth.
Have that out there.
And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Right? Like I'm just going to prove it to you guys right now. So how many people are still here? We have 6 people. We have 6 real people watching from YouTube, and we have 22 bots. Or okay, now it's 5. Dang it. I hate this. I hate fucking YouTube.
Every time you start talking, apparently it drops down to 5.
No,
we need to mute him.
No,
we need to mute him, and we'll be at 500 stream, viewers. It'll be.
All right. You know what? Fine. Here. You're in command now. Everybody pretended that Pips is this is Pips' channel. Like even like this is already got kind of going as far as possible, and I'm a little we haven't even gotten into everything yet, so I'm just
all right, speed round. Let's do it. What's on the list?
So I was covering every meeting. So we did talk about movies. We talked about Godfather. Even though Godfather is, Godfather is a classic, regardless of what you think. Godfather
2001 sucks.
Series, I'm gonna make that video just to spite you. I'm gonna make that retrospective.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a year.
You are going to be part of that retrospective. You're gonna say this sucks, and everybody's gonna fucking hate you because okay. 2001
that's a long line.
2001 is a classic. Is a Stanley Kubrick classic, and who can argue against Stanley Kubrick except for Nathan, and everybody knows Nathan. Dane, what the hell are you talking about? Is that sex? What is that sex? What the? Where's this going? Where's this chat going? Pips, what's going on here? I need your help here. what's happening here? I don't even.
I don't know.
Dane and Trip and
all I know is that you had previously said that
you're blaming. You're putting this on me now.
Everything. You said this.
I did not say that. You said it. Everybody knows
you. Said that you.
Everybody knows you had the admin.
Agree on everything, and then he's down here, just talking about stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, what's the?
I think it's a culmination of all that agreement with Dane leads to him to think, is this a sex thing?
How have I not? Wait. This is why can't I find? Oh, there. How have I not? Oh man. Oh my gosh. How did I do this? This
is like
this
the
reminds me I need
Charlie
to drink
Bit Me
more.
video.
The what? The what?
So, hey, Pips, have
It's
you
not gonna
had
answer me, so I'm just gonna keep drinking.
Have you had anything?
How have I not been? Sorry, Nathan.
No.
Keep going.
No,
sounds good though.
It's it makes everything go like an over cinnamon bananas Foster's type of thing, like cinnamon toast crunchy in a way.
Cinnamon toast crunch is like taking over like everything. Like I see cinnamon toast crunch milk. I see cinnamon toast crunch this. I see cinnamon toast crunch flavor this. I see cinnamon toast crunch flavor that. Are you? I have a picture. Wait. Where's my phone? I took a picture. Wait, right here. I got my phone right here.
All right, so talk to me about the attractive Brazilian women on this whiskey bottle. You're
Yeah, right. Yes, yeah. So it's just this is their same whiskey that I was drinking earlier, except this one has been finished with some Brazilian Amburana staves, and it imparts such a unique thing. If you see something with an Amburana finish, I would, especially if it's from High Bank Whiskey War, I would pick a bottle up. I think this was $100 bottle. It's totally worth it. It's
all right,
dude. There's cinnamon toast crunchy bacon. I took a picture of it when I was at the store. Sorry.
Quick! Everyone, grab his details off his phone. Dane, you're over the 80% to Steele's identity now.
I'm gonna drink some coffee right now. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself because I'm just.
Well, now he's just gonna get pissed off at himself for doing it. Oh man.
Nerdporeal.
Yeah, so,
I can't do that.
I did not type that.
Honestly, I don't know that I've ever enjoyed. Oh no! What was the one in the mid '60s that Kubrick made about the bomb?
Dr. Strangelove. Dr. Strangelove.
Yes, that was good.
How I learned to stop worrying and love the pips. I mean the bomb. Sorry, the bomb.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was not gay. That was not gay. I'm just not that there's
the rest of his movies. The rest of Kubrick's stuff, I can't think of one that I've enjoyed. Clockwork Orange was
I think you would like Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon was the one that he made between Clockwork Orange and The Shining. It was his mid 70s movie. It was like a 18th 19th century period piece that he did. He actually bought like a special lens to do inside filming with just candlelight, no light bulb, no unnatural lighting and all that. I said unnatural. Shut up.
Yeah.
Pips, shut up, Pips. I know what you're thinking. Shut up. Special. Who keeps? Oh my gosh! How have I not like banned Pips from my channel, I because he's
What?
my
I'm not-
friend.
I'm not
and
doing
anything.
he's,
You're the
he's
one
my
who's
friend.
saying
all
He's
these
my friend. He's
outrageous
gaslighting
things.
me, and you know what? The gaslighting is actually
Is-
really effective. And
Is Brian saying?
frankly, I deserve it. I think I deserve it.
Brian, are you saying Pips is typing underneath your desk?
That's
No,
weird.
no.
He is
He is
talking
not-
nonsense.
he
He's
is not-
clearly
He-
drunk.
I mean, he is
Uh,
small enough. He's only 5'3". He's only like 120 pounds at 5'3". So even though I said the opposite, but
Oh.
the Pips is a really small guy.
So he has to look up to his wife.
He has to look up at his wife. I was looking
It's 'cause
down.
she's such
the
a
en-
nice
the-
lady.
the enti-
That's why I
the
have to look up to
entire
my wife.
time I hung out with him, I was looking down on him the entire time. Oh my gosh, I don't like where this is going. I fucking hate you guys. Actually,
So
I hate
Barry
myself.
Lyndon.
Yeah, Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon. Ryan O'Neal was the star of that movie, and Ryan O'Neal has a problematic. He has a problematic history. His son and daughter and all
So does
that.
Bill Cosby.
I think he had a son. But
Bill Cosby was
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fool for that. Falls for the very slow burn that Kubrick is known for. And there was a point where I was just like, what is going to happen with this duel? Because once again, this is 18th, 19th century stuff, and there's a duel, and I'm like, who's going to win and all that. And how Kubrick is with slow burns and all that. Don't you freaking mute me.
Well,
But I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. I like Kubrick. I know you don't. I'm gonna make make the 2001 retrospective despite you, Nathan. That's what I'm gonna do. And you are going to be part of it. You're going to say this movie sucks, and I hope everybody hates you, and how everybody unsubscribes from you, even though they've never been subscribed to you in the first place.
I don't even know how many people are subscribed to my channel. It's been
I think you got about 150 people. I think you got about 150 people.
Higher than I thought it was.
Your best video was your short where you like I mentioned earlier, the High Lord Turok and Rand going Super Mario shooting fireballs at High Lord Turok's guards and him, and then you go pew 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 pew, Why Pips? Why are you abusing this privilege? Don't you know what? Pips has been having a struggle. Has been having a stressful week. So I am willing to put myself out there and be the butt of everything because I haven't been through what he's been through. So. Yeah, so I'm hoping he's having a good time using my name,
having a great
texting to saying everything. Well, actually, no, that's right. He hasn't been using my. I've been saying all this crap. Like, what have I been saying?
It's very.
I've been saying yes and try to guess how I. What's this talking about? I did type that. Wait. Where?
The first step is admitting. That's the first step. So this is, Nathan and I are here for you.
Are you saying I have a problem, Pips? Are you saying I'm having a problem?
I mean, do you feel like you have a problem?
No,
the
I'm
first
perfect.
step to not having a problem is admitting you have a problem.
See, Nathan agrees with me. Actually, I didn't even listen to Nathan. Sorry, Nathan. I still have whiskey war on my screen. I gotta get rid of that. So here we go. So yeah, I mean, I haven't. Going back to foundation? No. Man, I'm terrible. I'm terrible right now.
Do you have notes? I thought you were going off of a note of things you wanted to cover.
Plan. Yeah, I have a plan. I have.
the grand strategy for the stream,
Agenda?
and then
Well, I wouldn't say
Drunkporial.
well, I wouldn't say grand
And then
strategy.
Drunkporial, like
Drunkporial
Kool-Aid
doesn't
Man through the...
Drunkporial doesn't exist. Doesn't
The
exist.
storyboard?
Not
Yeah,
storyboard.
the
Like
storyboard.
just a plan. Well,
Agenda.
actually, no, not agenda. I mean, well, actually, no, I am
Outline.
I am still a registered Democrat, so I guess I do have I do have an agenda. But I did want to talk. We did talk movies. We didn't talk video games. Now, I know, and I know Pips really likes BioWare. Like he's like a super simp for BioWare games and all that. He doesn't play anything else. Like he loves like Knights of the Republic. He loves Dragon Age, right? Yeah. So you played Dragon Age. So what's weird is, and it's not because I stalk you guys. I'm not weird like that. But every time I go on Discord, I see like, you know, the people that I associate with the most. I see what they're playing, and it's not because I stalk them. It's because the Discord tells me that what they're playing. And Pips was, I think at one point Pips was playing Dragon Age Origins. So I know you said you played it and you really enjoyed it. So I mean, have you played? I mean, I'm just curious where you are in video games. I know you have no time because you have a kid and you have a wife and you have this thing called a family. So I'm just curious. Dragon Age, well, not Dragon Age, but like video game wise, like, you know, is there anything you want to play in the future, or you've played and all that? So I think you said you played Origins, you really liked it. I know I haven't played it, but I'll shut up now.
So I gotta be honest. I'm
he's a lapsed gamer.
I've never been huge into
Gaming?
video games. You know,
He grew up on a
didn't have
farm, and
consoles growing up.
he was not allowed to have. He didn't. I only think you had TV, right? Like, so you're
pretty close.
limited, and you were
He was
limited,
Mennonite.
and
I mean, we had a TV, but we didn't have like cable or anything like that. So it was like rabbit ears and
well,
VHSs.
but video games are not on cable. Video games are played on a video game console. There's a thing called the Nintendo. There's a PlayStation. There's a P.
So yeah, you know, we had a TV, but we didn't have cable, and you know, yeah, I just you know, I never got huge into video games. You know.
Oh, you on mute? Oh, you on mute me now? Thank you. I wasn't on mute myself, you know.
Brian is regretting his decisions to give me the power over the mute switch.
This was meant to be fun at my expense, because, you know, once again, Nathan is a guest, and Pips is going back into Pips is going back to work, and so I want him to have as much fun as possible at my expense. So that's the point of this. And keep doing it, man. I want the stream to be as fun as fucking possible. And I know you guys are laughing
everyone
at me
in the
right
chat
now.
is having
So.
as much fun as we are. I feel like this is a good time.
Pips, I think you're really enjoying yourself. Nathan, I can't really tell. Nathan's like the epitome of stoicism. Like I swear that beard's gonna like freaking come out of my screen and strangle me. Like, it's like that's how crazy I'm feeling right now. Like,
that's funny because I trimmed like 3 inches off of it today.
I was gonna say it's actually looking pretty. It's looking pretty trim. It's looking you know, yeah.
Yeah,
and I
it
feel
was
I
the
feel
point where the wind splits it in the middle and makes it go separate ways, and I'm like, oh nope, I'm putting up with that shit.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I have gray myself, and I'm like, I have gray in my hair, I have gray in my beard. I am totally in denial right now. So that's why I started shaving my head recently, and that's why I got rid of my goatee that I had. That's why I got rid of my goatee and everything. So
I feel like a little bit of gray in the beard is not a problem. I feel like that's makes you distinguished. Yeah. That's what they say, right?
You are, well, Well, Pips, you're the old man in the screen. I mean, me and Nathan are we're young and vibrant. Pips, you're the old man. You got like the I don't know. You got like, if you ever meet Pips, like he's got like gray all over his like face, like that's what he is. No, he's not. He's the guy has no gray whatsoever. Like the guy like actually immoral. Like that's
He's got a
what
son now, so it's about to happen.
That's going to change. Yeah, with the son's gonna take off his
only thing that could
vibrance.
accelerate that further is a daughter.
Okay, so
it's funny you say that. That was my point. I was like, yeah, I'd like to have a son, and my wife was like, no, I want to have a daughter because her siblings, they only had sons, and her mom wanted a granddaughter. I was like, sweet, her siblings can have more children, like.
So I did not. By the way, just to really interrupt, to be very brief, but I did not type that. I did not type this. I do not talk like this. So only weirdos type and think like this. So just saying.
Elected to lead, not to read.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't believe that Nerdporial quotes the Simpson movie? I mean, obviously.
You know how long it's been since I've seen that? You know how long it's been since I've seen that movie? Like I saw it when it first came out. And that's the only time I've ever seen it.
Apparently, like last week, because you're quoting it in the chat. That's
No,
it was actually the last funny thing the Simpsons did, I think.
You know what's funny is I remember like we actually, it was one of the few times that me and all my entire friend group we actually went and saw that one back in, I think I was still in college when that came out, because I didn't graduate like on time. I graduated a little bit late. I actually was in college a little longer than usual. Don't you dare judge me. Don't you dare judge me. But
yeah, they're called
I changed majors. I went from bio to mechanical engineering. So don't you dare judge. Don't you? What did I say? Don't you dare scratch what I said. But I saw that movie, and it brought back the '90s Simpsons. I mean, I know Pips wasn't even alive when '90s Simpsons came out, but you Nathan, you and me, like that was the best era of the Simpsons, right? You watched? Did you watch The Simpsons? Like, come on, Super Nintendo Shawners.
My mom hated the fact that I watched them.
Yeah,
my mom hated the fact that I came home from my DC trip in 5th grade with a Bart Simpson T-shirt that said "Eat my shorts." This was when The Simpsons had just started coming out, and boy, my mom did not like that shirt.
Yeah, I remember like there was an episode where I think this was like season 7 or 8 or 9 or something, but I remember they made fun of baptism, and my folks got really, really, really upset about that. Even though what's funny was I watched that in school. I went to a Lutheran school, and we watched that, and I saw that in school, and it was one of the funniest episodes ever. I think this was like season 9 or 10. There was an episode where where Bart and Lisa were taken away from their parents, and they were put in the Flanders custody, and then the Flanders like, oh, you weren't baptized, and then they baptized them, and Homer was like risking his life to push them out of the way of the water, of the holy water, baptizing them in the name of the Holy Trinity and all that. I remember my folks being so offended by that one. This was a long time ago. I don't know if you remember that one. Do you remember that one?
I vaguely remember that one, and I mean Simpsons was the precursor for anything that is.
I don't like what Pips is doing, and Trip is like, but you did type it. I didn't type anything. I haven't typed anything. My hands have been free, so I don't.
No, but your camera's doing this.
Yeah, if you, I think the lady is pointing out though that it's like you're the Ukrainian president playing the piano.
Hey! I'm not short. Even though I've said you were short, I'm not short. I am not Zelensky short. So.
Oh man, I was going to make that reference earlier. I didn't know if anybody else could catch it though.
I like how Dane says great episode. I don't know what that means. Like what? Because I had too much to.
He's talking about the
Simpsons reference.
Have
Are you sure? Maybe he's talking. Maybe he's talking
Ukraine's
about
Got
his
Talent with
Chilporeal.
Zelensky. I think he was talking about that. It was a great episode.
I don't know what that means, Pips. I don't know what that means, and frankly, that doesn't matter. So I'm surprised you haven't muted me yet. Why am I even down here, dude? Freaking, this is a war of
Well, I will
attrition.
say, we're at the 2-hour mark now. So
Are we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, this is weirdly. Well, how many Twitter bots are there now? How many people do we have?
Let's see. We got 3. We have 3 YouTubers and 22 X bots. So yeah, so we only have 3 people. Man, I missed 2 years ago, because 2 years ago I was getting so much more people. It's like the longer you stream, the less you get. It's like the less incentive you get. So yeah, I'm talking truth right now because I've had too much of this.
Well, it's you'll have to come out with a video like Shad where he whined about people not watching him as much because he
I don't know who that is.
started
Oh
making
wait,
lower quality videos.
Yeah.
oh wait, I have
you know what happened after that? I unsubbed.
I haven't made.
Shadiversity used to be decent, and then just
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm not Shadiversity, and I mean, I don't have I don't do fights or whatever. But I haven't made any videos, so that's probably the problem. Oh crap! I spilled stuff on myself. That's not funny. That's. I hope you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. That's what's most important to me, is that you guys are enjoying yourself at my expense.
The bourbon is always right.
Yeah, the bourbon is always right. That is true.
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I don't think it's real. I refuse to.
It's as real as Drunkportal. I mean, that's
Drunkportal is a myth. Pips knows this. Nathan knows this. Everybody in the chat knows this. All one person. Wait, was it one person? No, 4 people. We got 4 people. We have 4.
There you go.
But then again, I don't even know if everybody in YouTube on the YouTube side is real. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
We know at least Trip is here because she's just roasting you about not finishing your retrospective on, I think, 2001: Space Odyssey, probably.
Wait, did she say that? Let me look.
Well, but he's not finishing it because it sucks.
He can't bring himself to. It's too hard. It's like doing an episode of the rewatch. It's just
Right.
Yeah. How do you?
I mean, if it was that bad, then Christopher Nolan wouldn't have made freaking Interstellar and all that. So, just saying,
that wasn't a very good movie either.
Interstellar wasn't bad. Come on, it wasn't bad.
It was better than 2001.
Well, Pips, don't laugh. How dare you laugh?
Jacob.
Good night. Good night, Jacob.
Have a good night. Honestly,
everybody go check out Jacob's stream with Pops. We learned quite a bit about him, and I just ever since I listened to that, I've had nothing but respect for Jacob. So, and
Jacob's a good dude.
Yeah. And what are you saying now, dude? What the heck are you saying? Oh, come on, mouse.
Mouse?
Seriously?
Mouse?
No. Pips is just saying, "Hey, I'm tired, and I want to get this thing over with." All right, fine. All right. So far, I'm enjoying So far, I'm enjoying this book, The Lord of Chaos, right here. What's going on? Why are you laughing? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. That's don't laugh. So Brian doesn't have a problem. He has a problem with friends. I'm actually, so far I'm actually enjoying this one, but it hasn't really been grabbing me as much as like the earlier books have. So I still think the Grey Hunt's a better book, but then again, you guys can just join me on that take right here. So
no, I think Lord of Chaos has a kind of slow start, especially compared to where it ends.
Okay, I mean,
Lord of
like,
Chaos. Lord of Chaos is like, S tier ending with like a solid B plus
so
book.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm the S tier ending. Like, I know that, like, so I know that Rand gets basically kidnapped, basically, and I know that I listened to, I made the mistake of listening to Mike's book reviews. I'm gonna see if I can get him on Chilporial. I want to see if I can get him on Chilporial. Maybe we'll talk Wheel of Time and all that. But I did watch his Lord of Chaos review and all that, so I kind of know what's going to happen. I know that Rand's going to get kidnapped, and like, I mean, even at this point, like, I know I mean, it's clear that the Aes Sedai are going to they're going to take him away. I know they're going to throw him in like a box or something. Apparently they're going to beat him too, but I just, and I know, like, that I know that the whole thing with the Ashaman is gonna pay off at the very end, and we're gonna hear Ashaman kill and all that, and then the Shido are gonna be burning to a crisp and all that, but I still don't know how exactly, because it's 5 chapters, like if it's 51 to 50, maybe it's 56, so 6 chapters. So I don't know how it's all going to lead up. I know Gawain's going to have a thing, and maybe Egwene's going to have some big part of the chapter.
Gowan.
Maybe she's going to sleep with Egwene. I mean, maybe she's going to sleep with Gawain because she's been hanging around that dude's dreams. She's just like, she runs into him and all that. So I don't know what's going to happen. I swear Egwene is terrible. She's whose side is she on? Like, she's not even helping Rand.
on her
Like, Rand
side.
asked her something, and she's like, I can't answer. Like, she's like,
There you
he's like,
go.
where's
So
Saladar? Where's Saladar? I can't
learned-
tell you. I don't fully
you've learned what
trust
you're
Rand,
supposed to learn.
even though he's the Dragon Reborn. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, you've learned what you're supposed to learn, is that Egwene sucks. That's you've
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Egwene is wholly 100% on her side 100% of the time.
Well,
And-
if I remember correctly what Alex said, and I think this is true, every time I read her now, I think of this. Egwene thinks she's the main character in the story, even though she's not.
Fair to say. I think that's fair to say. She's insanely self-centered. She hasn't really been forced into a position where she learns to check her own ego. And that's held true from the very beginning, where she just wants to go on an adventure, and she wants to do this, she wants to do that.
She kind of like forces, she kind of like pushes herself into the situation. I'm coming with you,
Right.
regardless.
Well,
like, even though she wasn't the one threatened, it was Rand, Man, Perrin who were threatened by the Murdral and the Trollocs and all that one on Winter Night. But because Egwene was doing Egwene stuff where she's like freaking she's like eavesdropping and listening in, so I'm coming with you because I'm just thing. And no, Trip, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. This and what's funny is Pips didn't even type this.
15-hour stream.
Pips didn't even type this, so I don't even know why you're typing this. Like, why are you agreeing with him? You never agree with him.
Oh,
don't agree with him.
so
I mean, seriously, don't agree with him. Like, this is the time not to agree with him. Sorry, Nathan.
Back with Egwene, though, she's, even when women at the White Tower are trying to correct her, she doesn't check her ego and sit there and pull back and be like, oh, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be so impulsive and all this stuff. And part of that you could sit there and attribute to the Taveran nature of Rand and Matt and Perrin kind of pulling her in certain directions. But at the same time, she is that prototypical teenage girl who's always gotten what she's wanted, and she never checks it, and it doesn't change.
Yeah,
She
and
is that way through and through.
And what's weird is I don't think it's gonna personally I don't think it's gonna pay off. I mean, I know what ultimately happens to her and Gowan. I know what ultimately happens to him, and I just feel for her parents because I like Bran. I forgot her mother's name, but I like Bran and all that. I like I mean, come on, George freaking stole that name to make for one of the Stark characters, right, Pips, right? He stole the name Bran, So
I mean, that sounds like a thing he would do.
Yeah. So I mean, like, as much all the annoyance, all the criticism I give to Robert Jordan, all that, but I mean, Robert Jordan was the one that really kind of started the whole long form fantasy, like the long fantasy volume, the tome, so to speak. So I mean, as much as I love Clash of Kings and Storm Swords, you wouldn't have Storm Swords if you didn't have freaking, and I'm gonna say this, Pips, and I hate you for it, the Shadow Rising and the Fires of Heaven and the Lord of Chaos, because all those books preceded those. But I mean, like, I mean, there's a reason why George, has a house called has a house has a not a house, but like has a lord called Lord Robert Jourdain and all that in his in the Song of the Song of Ice and Fire series, because I mean, as much as I hate to say it, and it's very, very different from Wheel of Time, but I mean, Wheel of Time had a very big influence on the Song of Ice and Fire. And even someone like me who has been dunking on a Song of Ice on Wheel of Time, will not deny that and all that. So I mean, I think there's a lot of can you read your tagline to us? What tagline? Pips, what happened now? What's going on? I need you, Pips. What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing's happening right now. I mean, this is
Yeah. Well, Pip's tagline is White Cloaks. Mine is the bourbon is always right. What does yours say?
How I learned this word and no, that's not true. Wait. How long has it been?
You have to finish the
how
sentence.
long
You
has
have
it
to
been?
finish the
How long has it been since I read any of this? Oh
since
my
you
gosh.
wrote this is what you,
I did not
what you
write
meant to
this.
ask
Right.
there.
How
It's,
dare
Whenever
you?
you
How
typed
dare
it.
you gaslight me? Even though
yeah, it's
I mean,
weird that you.
I mean, I'm in Illinois and you're from California, so California has way more effective stats when it comes to gaslighting people. I mean, seriously. Actually, that might not be true. Illinois, we are pieces of shit here in Illinois. So,
It's like splitting hairs on a bald guy.
well, I'm bald. What does that mean? What does that mean, Nathan?
It means with the you're Illinois, California, communism. Yeah.
two.
Well, you're in
great
Ohio. Ohio's
states in these
actually Ohio's
United
pretty
States.
red. Isn't Ohio pretty red?
Ohio went way red last couple of elections.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll see.
well,
We'll see how everything pans out in what 3 days. Is it 3 days?
I don't know. I don't know,
4
Pips.
days?
You're the one that has the
It's
Constitution memorized. You tell us.
In about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, it'll be 3 days.
In 10 minutes. In 10 minutes,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be 11 p.m. because there's only one time.
No, because
there's
your
only
time
one
zone
time
doesn't
zone.
exist. Your
It's
time zone doesn't exist.
Central
Your
time is the only
zone
time
is
zone.
fake
I don't
news.
care what you say.
It's fake news.
Eastern is like made up. Man, I can't even think of anything.
Brian, we've been through this before. Every time you see something on TV, it's this show or this broadcast starts at whatever Eastern and 3 hours later Pacific.
No, it's always
Or 3 hours
central. No.
earlier.
It always ends at central. Eastern is just like pandering. It's not real. It's
All you have
fake.
to know
It's
is
fake.
that the sun rises and the sun sets, and then you have that middle bullshit in between.
Yep.
Where are you quoting Hemingway now? What's going on here? Like what bullshit in between?
By the way,
Yeah,
I just found out
Chicago's the bullshit in between.
Did you know there's
you're not
character in one
wrong
of
there. I won't disagree with that.
There's a character in one of Hemingway's books. I think it's I think For Whom the Bell Tolls, it goes by the name of Robert Jordan. I didn't know that until today.
Is that where he came up with the name? You think that's where he came up with the name? For Whom the Bell?
Where Robert Jordan came up with the name? Robert? I don't know.
James Oliver. Is it Oliver? Is his middle name Oliver? James Rigney. I know that's his real name. That's his true name. Let's take a look. For Whom the Bell Tolls. Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah, it was that
Ernest Hemingway. Let's take a look.
It was that book.
Robert Jordan is an American, formerly a professor of Spanish language at the University of Montana. He had lived in pre-war, and remember, I'm reading this from Wikipedia, so this is totally bullshit. He had lived in pre-war Spain and fights as an irregular soldier. Hey, Pips, you can relate to that. For the Republic against Francisco Franco's fascist forces. Okay, maybe you can't relate to that. Shut up.
Yeah,
shut,
a little
shut
before
up,
my
Pips.
time.
Pips, shut up.
Just
Are you sure? You know, Pips, you're like, aren't you like 80 years old or something? Don't answer that. An experienced dynamiter, he is ordered by a I'm surprised you haven't muted me yet. Like, seriously. Come on, mute me. Come on. Pay this stream off.
You're just reading about history.
You
and stuff
are
like that,
come on, Pips. I'm gonna say some mean shit if you don't mute me. Come on. Fucking
don't do that.
mute me.
Mute
me.
We're just being nice over here.
Mute me. You
cordial
jerk.
Conversation.
Speaking of
Pips is only 5'3". He's only 110 pounds. I look down on him. Come on. Why are you? Come on. Why are you not? I don't know. All right, I give up.
You're better than this. You're better than this, Brian.
I hate you because it's true.
Drinking your Starbucks iced coffee.
Well, I mean, how much? I mean, if I drink anymore, I'm gonna freaking die.
Yeah, you should calm down over there. That bottle's gone down pretty low. That's
I will say I'm really glad he hasn't discovered barrel proof stuff. That's what I've been drinking today. So
I've had a Starbucks sandwich because I buy Starbucks. You know, and a soup from the store, and I had some bread. What can I say?
There you go.
So I can't wait. Like when I eat after this is going to be the best food I've ever had. Like honestly,
man,
if you've ever been buzzed and had like a Chicago cheeseburger, it's like the best thing in the world. Like Pips, if you ever come to Chicago, I will treat you. Huh?
I've been to Chicago.
Okay, you've been to Chicago because you landed in Chicago, but you haven't actually been in Chicago. But if you ever come to Chicago,
I went to a bar in Chicago when I was
bullshit.
I was underage and they let me in.
Bullshit. I don't believe you. But if you ever come back to Chicago, I'm going to treat you with the best burger in the city. I'm going to treat you with the best burger in the city. And it's going to taste the best. I mean, you're going to have enough to drink, and it's all going to be on me. Here's the thing: when I visited Pips, for the first meal we had together, he ended up, without my permission, he bought me my dinner and all that. I was like, bro, that's not cool. Like I should be buying. I should be buying for you. I'm not married. I'm single.
For you to bring up.
I am single. I do not deserve to have a married man who is paying bills and has a kid. Well, he actually didn't have a kid at the time, but paying bills and being married and half of his worth is completely gone because of the fact he's married. Like I should be paying for him, and he actually paid for my. We went to dinner. Place was
I took
okay.
Brian. I took Brian on a very nice date, and he didn't put out.
Well, we wasn't really a date. Your wife came with, so it wasn't really a date. I was the third wheel. So, or maybe you were the third. Well, actually, no. I was the third wheel. And then the next day, I think you were the third wheel. Actually, no, I was the third wheel. I'm always the third wheel. What can I say? I'm saying this here. I want to
Shoot,
get
it is
back into.
almost
I want
midnight.
to get back into the dating. I want to get back into the dating game. So that's part of the reason why I want to see my jawline again. That's why I'm doing the fast that I'm
How's
doing.
your you still working on getting those pull-ups?
I haven't, I have to find a gym. I got rid of the gym because the gym's equipment kept breaking down on me and all that. So I'm gonna look for a different gym. But Pips, you should give me all the crap because you're military and you can do like 50 pull-ups in a single set. This guy can do 50 pull-ups in a single set. Like this, like he can do like he is like
Not true.
I met him. He's got like the most solid back
we're gonna have to. He's talking fake news over here. This is fake news.
drinking Coke. It's bad diet, but then again, we all fall into that. I've fallen into that. I'm trying to get out of that. I mean, I haven't seen my jawline since I was in college, and that's because I started running. I had a buddy that kind of held me, and there was accountability there. So I had a buddy that I had a friend that I was friends with for a few years. He ended up coming to my college, and when he came to my college, there was some accountability there. We started running. He started running. He was a martial artist. I miss him. I haven't talked to him in years since before the pandemic. I miss him, and I know this is the drink in me talking, but he's the one that got me to run, and I started running for the first time because I had asthma for years, and I always thought like I could never really run long distance because of that. Even though I was in wrestling in high school, I never thought I could run. But I found out wrong that I could do the things that I could do. I could do those things, and I actually was able to see my jawline that final year of college. So. What was I saying? I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Running is terrible, but
dude, you can run. Dude, this guy. No, Nathan. Pips can run because of the Marine Corps and the requirements, the physical requirements. He can run 3 miles in like 6 minutes. Like this, like he is that good. I was part of the. I was putting my I thought I was really fit, putting pictures of myself in the Band of the Red Hand Discord and all that. And then I read Pip saying, "Oh, I do like 30, I do like 25 pull-ups." Well, he has to do pull-ups. Like one thing about Pips is that Pips will always, when it comes to physical requirements, like he's going to make sure. Like one thing that I respect about Pips, and this is a true story. Like this is not me bullshitting. Like he will make sure that he aces the physical aspect. So he has to do pull-ups, he has to do running, and he has to do planks. And so the planks, the planks is the thing that I think Pips, has. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Like if I can even manage like a minute of planks, like I will consider that a victory. Whereas you have to do 3 minutes and 45 seconds. But
how do you remember this stuff?
Because I read, because I was reading this stuff. And I remember this. I mean, I'm surprised you don't, because I thought you had like a photographic. I always thought you had a photographic memory because you freaking the Constitution.
The opposite of a photographic
you
memory.
remember a lot of details of the Wheel of Time, but then again, you did read the book like 12 times.
That's repetitious drilling right there.
I guess I'm a weirdo. I guess I remember.
Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah. I don't know.
Practice just makes practice.
Yeah. Don't underestimate the Pips. Like I shook his hand when we hung out, we left, and my I don't think my hand's ever been the same. Like he crushed my hand, like totally. So I'm surprised that he hasn't even. I'm surprised I haven't even been banned from the stream yet. Like, come on, dude! I gave you admin privileges.
What we're doing here is it's midnight in real time zones, and
no, it's 11. It's 11 o'clock in real time zones.
Some of us have to take care of kids and stuff in the morning. I gotta
that's
bow
true.
out here, buddy.
I'm sorry.
We gotta end this.
All right, we'll end this. So, all right.
I know we didn't
so,
get through your list. That just means
Well-
we'll have to
well,
do it again
we did talk
another
a
time.
we
We'll
did
have to
talk
come
a
back
little
and
bit
finish
about
the list.
books. We did talk a little about books and all that, but everybody subscribe to White Cloaks. I mean, Pips is going to go back out and
If you feel like it, it's
No, not if you feel like it. Please do it. Please subscribe to the White Cloaks. I mean, Pips is going back out into the Middle East. Can't say where, but he's gonna be driving that bus in the sky and all that. But keep the safety in mind. And I said it. What? I mean, I'm not in the military. What can I say? So, I mean, once again, be safe, man. We love you. That's part of the reason why I did this. I like the three of us doing this stuff together. I mean, well, Nathan, this is probably really awkward for you, and Birdman's always right. Oh yeah, you did say that earlier. Sorry. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But
Oh,
but
man.
just I don't know. I want to have a good stream, and I like whenever Pips comes back from a deployment, I like to have something going on with him and all that. I like doing these streams with you. I think this is going to sound weird, but I think I think I've learned quite a bit from you, and I've learned to be a better person. I mean, I learned from all my friends basically, because I just sometimes I just look for direction and all that, and this is a real thing. But
and you're saying that my direction was helping you find a love for bourbon and whiskey. That's a
well,
Are we
I
circling
mean,
back to where you say that I'm responsible for Drunkporial? You're just going to be like, yeah, he's just he's a bad influence.
I mean, no, you're not a bad influence, but I think that I personally feel there's a lot of value to this, to this friendship. I like, I mean, I learned quite a bit from you guys. I am not, I don't take any of this lightly. I'm grateful for all this, and maybe it's a drink that's making me shed some tears right now, but I was looking forward to this all week, so I'm really happy that we did this. I'm loving this, and I don't know what to say. I'm surprised you haven't muted me yet, but
I think
let's get the I always do this. Let's get the not promotions. Let's get the what do I call it? Not promoting. Plugs. Yeah, there we go. Plugs.
Nathan,
let's get the plugging. So Nathan,
I don't have any plugs.
Come on, you got. Wait.
Read my tagline.
The bourbon makes. Shut up.
I have no idea who typed that.
Don't you have any and you don't have anything you want to promote? Come on. This even though there's like one person, even though there's only one person watching, it's probably Pips texting or in the chat, but is there anything you want to promote? Like, is there anything you're doing or anything you're interested in? Like, are you watching any new shows? I know your daughter got into anime. You guys were watching Spy X Spy and all that. So, like, what's going
Spy
on?
Family.
Yeah, like, how's that going?
We've been watching that. We're all caught up on that and enjoying that. Now we've been going through and watching Band of Brothers and Pacific with her now.
Really?
We're plugging through that stuff, and she's been really interested in history, so we're definitely promoting that. And
that's good.
other than that, just barbecue, bourbon, and Buckeyes.
Yeah, I remember
Nice.
when we got wings that when we met up, and I remember your daughter was like giving me like the entire the entire synopsis of Spy or something like that, or Spy X Family, excuse me. And I was like, "Holy crap! I'm trapped here. I can't get out of this. What do I do?" And you looked at me like, "I don't know."
Yeah, she. You get in a conversation with her, she'll hold you hostage.
Yes, she.
Sure.
Yes, she. I've been in that. I've been in that situation. That's okay. I mean, she was only. I think she was 12 at the time. So
Yep.
it's weird how much time has flown by. Like it doesn't feel that long ago. It doesn't feel that long ago. Excuse me. It doesn't feel that long ago. But it's been like almost over a year, and it's gonna be almost 2 years since that trip happened. I'll be honest. I really enjoyed that trip. Like meeting you, meeting Pips, meeting Steve, meeting a whole bunch of you, meeting Mags, meeting a whole bunch of other people. It was one of my favorite trips because I mean I don't know if you guys I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way, but like I love meeting people in person, and I love I just love it. It gives even though like hanging out with Pips, I know I enjoyed every aspect of it. I don't know how you felt about it, but I really enjoyed it. That's why I did it in the first place.
I thought it was good. I'm glad that you came out and were able to visit people and stuff. I'm a little jealous actually. You've met a bunch of people that I haven't had the chance to meet.
Is what it is. Very different situation. I'm not married like you. I don't have. I mean, you didn't have a kid at the time, but we're planning on having a kid at the time because you were the one that told me what you were going to be doing work wise, before I left. So I mean, 2 + 2 = 6, I guess. I don't know, but it was a lot of I mean, you'd be surprised how much Pips actually knows. Like having a conversation with him in person was I mean, like you think Pips is very conversational now. Wait till you meet him in person. Wait till you meet him and his wife in person. Like they will talk nonstop, and it was awesome. Like it was a great experience. It was a really great experience. Greatest experience ever. Better than anything anybody can.
Well, other than giving you pretty subpar hamburgers that I still
that was day one. We went to a different place day 2, and then we went shooting. We got a decent breakfast and all that. What was the name of the ship that's docked outside of Wilmington? What was the name of that ship again? It was the USS
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. Duh.
Yeah. Yep.
USS. And you since you're a Marine, you actually served. You actually you were on a ship. Doing
not quite like that one though. It was a little different.
Well, I mean that was World War II. I mean you were. Actually, Pips, you're an old man. As far as I'm concerned, you were alive back then. So
I have a fountain pen that's made out of the original decking from the USS North Carolina.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty sweet.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Very
nice. It's a very nice fountain pen. I write with it every day.
So
that's awesome.
All right.
I have a couple fountain pens, and I feel like people always are like, why are you so weird? It's like they're pleasant to write with, A fountain
they are.
pen,
They're so much
very
better.
Smooth. It's one of those things they teach kids cursive in school, or at least they used to. Right now they probably don't. And cursive, I think makes very little sense writing with a ballpoint pen, because ballpoints you have to put so much pressure, right? And so it's a strenuous task to write with a ballpoint pen, whereas with a fountain pen, cursive actually makes a lot more sense because
What's the difference? What's the difference?
So
effortless.
a fountain pen, you don't have to put any pressure on the pen to the paper. and so it just it just glides, and it's very your hand never cramps up. It doesn't any of that stuff. So a fountain pen writing in cursive, it's so smooth.
So what?
It's just
So what would these fall under? Whoops. I meant to do that, by the way. Don't
the
think
top
otherwise.
the top one's a ballpoint, right? It's one of those little. The bottom one, I don't recognize what the bottom pen is, but
this
maybe
is
felt
a
tips?
Pilot Pure Liquid Ink. That's what this.
So it's a gel pen.
Yeah, gel pen.
I meant to drop that, so don't think otherwise.
I think gel pens are about as close as you can get to a fountain point.
Gel pens
fountain
are close.
points. Fountain points are just nice. I mean, it takes a little bit of effort. I mean, minimal effort because you got to refill everything. But it's so much better. You're right about the hand cramping. I mean, dude, my hands are horrible, and writing with that is not a problem.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. It's
I actually typed this one, so this is the one
He's
chat that I actually typed. I did not type.
He's typed all of them.
No, I didn't. I hate you, dude. I mean, I love you, but I hate you.
All right, stay nerdporial. We're ending the stream.
Yeah. So, thanks. So, do you have anything you want to promote, Nathan? Did I ask you already? Did I ask you that already?
Yeah, you already did. I'm good.
You're good. Pips, I would ask you. I will ask you. Do you have anything you want to promote?
No, not really. We were gonna do a stream on our Discord tomorrow, doing another episode of the rewatch, but there was a last minute kind of schedule conflict, and to be honest, it's my last day in the country before I leave for work for a while anyway. So already, it was one of those like, somebody else has schedule conflict. We'll just rain check it, and so we're gonna be doing that probably next weekend. So I can spend a little more time doing a bunch of the chores that I have around the house, and then trying to spend some time with family before leaving. But otherwise, nothing really going on. We're chipping away periodically, slowly at the rewatch, and just hanging out in the Discord, hanging out with people. And again, thanks for inviting me on here, allowing me to torture you a little bit by periodically muting you and allowing you to type everything yourself. I did not adjust any of the written things. I only occasionally muted you. That was the only authority that I had. No one should believe him on anything else that he said. But yeah, it was good to be on the stream. I appreciate the invite, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you guys enjoyed yourself, I mean, that's the thing that's most important to me. Is that my guests, or well, I don't know if you consider yourself guests at this point. You guys have been on my channel how many times now? So
Lots.
A lot. Yeah, I mean, Pips, I think you've been on my channel more than any other channel. So yeah, that just shows you. That just tells everybody how friendly we are. Are we friendly? Don't even answer that. Same with you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Shut up, Nathan. Shut up, Nathan. I mean, don't.
Very white friendly.
Barry White. I like Barry White.
Yeah.
I haven't made up my mind whether I'm going to do anything this weekend. Whether it's going to be interesting.
You should do a retrospective.
On what?
Obviously, 2001
Dragon
Space
Age.
Odyssey.
I haven't even done my book club yet for Lord of Chaos. So,
well,
I
will unfortunately not be able to attend if you do that this weekend, but I will catch the stream after the fact, and I'll post comments critiquing you on how bad your takes are. And,
will you? I don't believe you, but that doesn't mean anything. So, my takes are bad. Yeah, probably. So, Everybody subscribe to MANETHEREN. Everybody subscribe to the White Cloaks. Pips, do you have anybody subscribe to you personally? No, never mind. Yeah, never mind. He's not even worth it. He doesn't even have his own content. What yeah, exactly. See, he agrees with me. So, but if I do want to do. Yeah, I do want to finish my. I know I've said this every weekend for like the last 8 months, and I haven't done shit. I do want to. I still get comments from previous streams, so I do eventually want to make some more video content. I think that's what really, drives the algorithm in YouTube. Shut up. But I haven't really. I haven't really.
On his own. We could just we be gone, and he would just. It's like Gollum.
No.
Drunk Porio is like Gollum. He's just like
no. That's not true. That is not true at all. So, but next week I'm going to have this. Where is he? Where is he? He was here. Here he is, right here. Don't laugh, Pips. Yeah, so he's gonna be next. He's gonna be next week. I didn't even bother making an outro with that. So, but yeah, Dane's gonna be my next guest next week for CHILLPOREAL. We're gonna be talking Star Trek Voyager. One thing I wanted to tell you, Pips, since you're gonna be leaving, you gotta watch. I know you watched Babylon 5. I know you hated Babylon 5. Babylon 5 is a great show, which tells me something about your.
I just didn't like the last season.
Like I said, it just tells me about your true taste and all that. But Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine is a great show. There's a few episodes of TNG I would watch before that. There's The Wounded, which is season 4. That's the intro of the Cardassians, starring the warden from Shawshank Redemption. That episode, and there's an episode called Ensign Rowe, and then there's a season 6 episode called The Chain of Command. And then after you watch those, then you can watch Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is a great show. I'd love to have a conversation with you about Deep Space Nine. If you're ever interested, but I think you'd like it. It's unlike Babylon 5. It's a complete story. It still does have some of those, progressive, moments and all that. Because Pips is he's very anti-progressive. No, I'm kidding. That's not true. He's from California, so he's extremely progressive. But I honestly think you would like Deep Space Nine. If you don't like Deep Space Nine, I would love to hear your thoughts about that. But since you're going to be gone, I think that'd be a great time to watch it. And yeah, I will watch Stargate. I know you watched Stargate, and I know excuse me, I haven't watched Stargate yet. I promise I'll watch Stargate to kind of counter, that.
So you'll watch Stargate, I'll watch Deep Space Nine, and then you'll come back, you'll say Stargate is even worse than Andor, and then I'll say Deep Space Nine was pretty good, and then we'll.
Well, if that's the case, so be it. But I don't think Stargate's bad. I don't think Stargate's going to be bad personally. But then again,
Stargate's terrible. It's good terrible. It's campy. It doesn't take itself seriously.
You're talking to a guy that loves the original Star Trek series. If that's not campy, I don't know what is. Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Or
anyway, all right.
So
we'll make a deal. I'll watch Deep Space Nine at some point. And
but you gotta watch those episodes I mentioned. You gotta watch The Wounded. You gotta watch Ensign Rowe, and you gotta watch Chain of Command Part 1 and Part 2. Those are great. You
have to send me an email with my homework assignment.
Oh my gosh. Do I really have to? Okay, I actually have to. Remember, this is Pips. This is Pips we're talking to. He'll remember the Constitution. He'll remember history. He'll remember everything. He'll remember everything all the time. But if I tell him something, he's gonna forget. Why?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
because it's me. Because it's me. What comes out of my mouth?
I mean, you can say that, but if it makes you feel any better, my wife has the same complaint.
I guess I'm a woman now. I guess I'm the wife. I guess I'm the wife number 2.
Nathan, you have similar experience on your end.
Yeah.
So
All
all right.
man.
So all right. But yeah, everybody subscribe to both of these gentlemen. And we're going to, instead of showing the outro, I'm going to show. I'm just so proud of my serial horror opening for my last video that I did with Miss Marnuses. Salty, I don't know what that means. Jesus is still going. We've been talking. We've been having.
Yes, he lives.
We've been having a blast, not black. We've been having a blast, and yeah. So everybody, thanks for being here, Salty. It's good to see you. And so I'm just really proud of my last serial horror that I did with Miss Marmuses. I want to show it, and that'll be the end. So everybody, keep our aerial bus driver on the bottom in mind as he goes out into as he rides out into the unknown. I've been meaning to make a mean comment. I've been meaning to make a mean joke, but you haven't really gotten me to that point where I said go and fly out into a war zone and all that, and I'd be like, oh no, don't do that, all that. But I don't know. But I've had too much to drink, so I can't really. It doesn't work now. That it just totally didn't land. So I hate you guys. I fucking hate myself. Why did I fucking say that? God damn it.
Play the clip. Play the
All right,
clip.
I'm going to play the clip. So, so subscribe to the White Club. Subscribe to a person of Manetheren, man of Manetheren, and we will see you guys later. Keep the Pitman below me in your Never mind. He's gonna be fine. Later, guys. Take care. CHILLPOREAL doesn't exist.
Walk in the light.
We are approaching that time of year again. A time of great exhilaration. A time of great pleasure. A time of great fear. The darker sides of all crave that latter delight from themselves, but even more so, from others. To satiate that hunger, our dark selves take interest in entertainment from tales of the macabre that appeal to our deepest fears as only mortals face. The only way to achieve this is to begin the dark ritual where Brian, the corporeal life form himself, and a special guest will discuss a particular tale during this season to ward off pure evil, as well as to entertain and to educate. Proceed at your own peril to the third season of the Serial Horror Chat. When the Jews return to Zion and a comet fills the sky, and the Holy Roman Empire rises, then you and I must die. From the eternal sea he rises, creating armies on either shore, turning man against his brother, till man exists no more.